Da, 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 da. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. A strange stream for us. Wolf, so glad you could jump over here and see us. Saw you over there at RB's stream a little while ago, but glad you're here with us now. Folks, we are playing Jinkies, a Powered by the Apocalypse game set between 1969 and 1977 in Cartoon USA. That's right. We're playing cartoons this morning. So if you're not familiar with Jinkies, it's kind of like Scooby-Doo. It's a mystery game where our heroes slash the gang run around to solve mysteries and live their lives. So today we have, I believe your band name is Dinosaur Dump Truck. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, Dinosaur Dump Truck. How about Justin tells us a little bit about Dinosaur Dump Truck as we get started playing, and then we'll go through a little bit of the setup for Jinkies.
Dinosaur Dump Truck is a post-punk, post-modern, ambient country western band. In the vein of Dinosaur Dump Truck. We have we also have strong funk influences. However, at the time, Parliament, obviously the kings of funk are out there, so we're not trying to infringe. We do have two bass players.
Just saying, right? Just saying. You know it's real when you got two. We have a guitar player, right? Someone's playing guitar. We have pretty Ignacio with his tight ass. And then we got I guess that's the tone for the game.
we got Roxy. We got Roxy back there on drums, just tearing it up. That's Boris and Tina, who are our dueling bass players. Boris playing this crazy Mongolian giant bass, big triangle. And Tina laying it down with that 6/6 slap bass. She would go on to influence, people like Les Paul and Primus, the Flying Frog Brigade. All the greats. And Justin is, I guess I'm the leader, so I guess I will be fronting this band. I sing as I also play my electric theremin.
Right on. So what is your hit song? What has made you gotten you to the top as you're driving down the highway heading to your next stop?
What was our hit song? What was that, Tina? Do you remember?
That was Earth Peasant.
Earth Peasant. That is correct. That's right.
Peasant.
It's Earth Peasant.
Earth Peasant has gone before the word. This is 1970s, so viral isn't a thing yet. Earth Peasant.
Earth Peasant, mother.
It's gone gold.
It's gone gold. Right on. And with that going gold, you all have been invited to participate in a battle of the bands, and that is where you are on your way to. A couple of housekeeping things before we get too deep into the mystery. What kind of clue cart do you have? What vehicle? Is it this psychedelic rainbow bus that we have on stream here?
A-Team van.
A blacked out A-Team van, right on. So it's a...
I feel like with our band, we keep trying to paint like a mural on the side, but we can't decide on the mural.
Tina keeps painting it black. Every time somebody adds a mural, Tina goes back and paints it black, and nobody knows she's the one that's doing it. So everybody's like, what the hell? And then Tina's just sitting there.
So would you say that...
Vandals.
Would you say that when Tina sees a muraled van, she wants to paint it black?
Yes.
Right on. And do you have a rival band?
Oh, you're talking about those ska guys. Never trust them ska dudes. That'd be Two Horn Conflict, the stoner ska band, which has been burning up the charts, chasing after our gold record. We they don't really have any good songs. They just have songs. So, you buy the album or don't. It doesn't matter. You've heard it already.
You could have just stopped at ska band.
All ska sounds the same.
Yeah, basically. And they're called Two Horn Conflict. All right. What kind of tone are we going to play in the game? Do y'all want to keep it to the traditional cartoon world, or are we going to go, say, more Cartoon Network, Adult Swim kind of tone for the game? Which do y'all want to play this morning?
I would like something between traditional Saturday morning cartoons and absurdist Samuel Beck Waiting for Godot theater. So if you can use those as your left and right limits, I think you got it.
Okay, so we're keeping it pretty much broadcast clean, but with a dose of insanity.
Is that how you see Beckett?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just that's the limits in the book there. So are we going?
I think it's fun. It's up to everybody.
Yeah.
I make no promises.
So let's try and maybe stay away from Fear and Loathing. Like, let that be the hard line. So we're not going to talk about those hard things like Fear and Loathing did, but I think keeping it pretty, otherwise think we'll be all right. So we're going to play a little bit behind the music. That's the tone of the game that we're going to play. And then how did you all come together to form Dinosaur Dump Truck? How did you meet each other? What was that like? Did I not
Boris
ever
started
hit
the
transition?
band. I don't know.
Oh no, it's my
Looks okay to
preview.
me.
My preview window in OBS is just frozen, so I can't see it. So no worries.
Okay.
Keep going.
Gotcha.
Oh,
I'm pretty
sorry.
sure Boris put the band together. So
Yeah, let's just say I was in need of a little muscle for a job that I was working. And these were the guys that I could roust up. And it turns out, we started hanging out together back at my Uncle Tony's house, property that we that he has several properties in the area. And whenever we're looking for a place to practice, Boris seems to always find a venue for us to practice at. It's never the same place twice, and we usually have to drive in with the lights off on the mystery van.
Clue card.
Clue cart.
Sorry, the clue cart.
All right. And everybody's loving what they do, right? You're all jamming out. So you've been invited to the regional battle of the bands. You've won the local level. You've won the county level. You've won the state level. You've won the tri-state level. And now you have been invited to Spokane, Washington, for the regional Pacific Northwest Battle of the Bands with guest host Dick Clark. How about that? Y'all are so stoked about this as you're pulling in to Spokane regional area. What do you see? Tell me what you see as you're pulling in. It's winterish time.
Well,
What does Spokane look like?
Twin Peaks.
Okay.
Oh, look, a diner.
Yeah, basically.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what Ignacio sees is he sees himself in the rearview mirror because he keeps leaning up to inspect his afro. He keeps, adjusting it to be like, how's it look? And he's kind of going like, is Dick Clark gonna notice me? You think? I think I can make it big.
Nice.
In the teeth.
If you make it big, it's just because people think you're pretty.
People don't think I'm pretty. People know I'm pretty.
People with eyes.
We're gonna make it big because we're the best.
Right on. The best. That's a little much, isn't it?
No.
Are y'all good
It's a
with
lot of
that?
expectation. It's a lot of expectations.
See,
It's building,
I
right?
am the best, and we'll make it big because I am the best.
Just because you're good at your instrument.
It's all right, gang. We're all the best. Ish.
And about that time, you're turning the dial on the radio in the clue cart, and you catch the tail end of your hit song being played, and you hear the fade out from Earth Peasant, and the DJ comes on. Well, that's right. That's Dinosaur Dump Truck with Earth Peasant. You can catch them live tonight at the Battle of the Bands with Dick Clark right here in town, folks. Make sure that everyone comes out, and the winner, don't forget, will be played tonight on Casey Kasem's Power Hour of Music. That's right. So up next is Two Horn Conflict with their hit that they'll be playing tonight. And your rival band comes on the radio, and your least favorite type of music is being played.
Turn that garbage off. I don't want to hear it.
I'm gonna reach up and turn off the radio.
Nice. And ahead of you, Justin, you see a sign that says Lake Winnemuck and an arrow, and you know that that's the area where you're going to be going for the Battle of the Bands.
Anything unusual about the sign? Anything out of the ordinary?
It looks like a highway sign. It's got some bullet holes in it, maybe a baseball bat indentation.
Doesn't have like a population that's been scratched through and rewritten 100 times. Just making sure.
No.
And we're gonna. I guess we'll take the Lake Winnemuck. It's not really an exit, but
Yeah, and head towards the school. You pull up in the school. There's people milling about. There's already 2 other bands there for sound check. But y'all are the 3rd band to arrive.
Man, it's weird going to a school again.
I thought you weren't allowed within 100 feet of schools.
No, I said I've never been within 100 feet of school.
Oh, that's fair.
I've never been to a school.
All right, gang.
Nice, Roxy. Nice.
All right, gang. Let's go ahead and we need to get this plan together. So I think we're gonna open up with obviously Earth Peasant. And then maybe, if we got to play a second song, we got to figure out what our second song's going to be. So there's a couple different options, that we can throw out there. I figured I was just going to be diplomatic and let everyone have a say. Anyone have a preference for the follow-up song for round 2?
Oil Slick? We got to do Oil Slick, man. It's got that driving bass.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like how you were thinking, Boris.
All right, Oil Slick it is. So now we got our follow-up. All right, so when we really got to stand out there, though. We really got to stand out. So we're going to need you to really, really take up some space, Ignacio. We're going to need you to just be up on those monitors and ready. I mean, if you felt so moved and the crowd seems participatory, maybe you do one of those fancy jumps from the stage that we've been seeing people get into.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to wait for the first chorus for the shirt to come off, or do we want to tease it a little bit?
Oh, I thought you didn't even bring shirts.
I don't even wear clothes.
It's up to you. It's entirely up to you. I thought you just rode around topless all the time because you didn't own shirts.
No, I've got this deep V neck, going on, so that can pop off anytime.
Are you okay with ripping it off?
Well, yeah.
Like maybe while you've let out a guttural scream.
Yeah, I put some stuff in the back so it's easy.
All right, Justin's gonna go get pulls out a spray bottle, and first he pulls out a bottle of baby oil and he hands it to Ignacio. He puts some on his hand and says, "Turn around," and he does his back while Ignacio gets the rest of them, and then he gets a spray bottle and squirts them with water. So Ignacio is permanently have this kind of like sweaty kind of
glistening look.
Yeah,
I'm
dinge
ready.
to him.
I'm ready.
Yeah, like
I need my guitar too.
He's been in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your guitar too, but we gotta get you ready. And Roxy,
Can I touch him? He's so
It'll make your
shiny.
fur greasy.
Yeah.
you will be greasy, but Roxy, we gotta talk about this drum solo. Okay, are you okay with setting your drums on fire while you play the solo?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Boris, you do what you do.
You
Tina,
know it. I always do.
Tina, I know you're going to bring the fire. You may literally need to bring fire, though.
To set the drums on
That's
fire, you might have to,
fine.
right?
I have no problems with burning the crowd down. That should be no problem.
I knew I could believe in you. I knew I could trust you. We got this, gang. We're going to make it. And with that is the plan. And so here's the plan, gang. I'm going to go ahead and set it up. I got a 7. So we get 1 hold for the rest of the scene that we can use to add to a roll.
Right on. Nice. So you have set it up. And as you were going through the plan, you guys go open up the back of the van to start pulling stuff out. This lanky, kind of balding man walks over. He's got a long face, narrow eyes, a pointy nose. "Hello, my name's Gus. Need a hand with that?" And you notice he has something moving in his pocket. And a little rat pokes its head up.
That's he's kind of creepy.
Is your rat named Kenny?
Yes, he is. How'd you know?
Just had a
I'm
feeling.
Gus. My name's Gus. Let me give you a hand with that. I'll help you. We'll get you signed up and signed in. Who are you folks?
Don't touch my bass.
I wouldn't dream of it, lady.
We're Dinosaur Dump Truck.
Oh, Dinosaur Dump Truck. Yes, you guys are definitely favorites for tonight. It's going to be great.
And we're gonna burn it down.
And
Maybe literally.
The whole place.
I don't know if we can do fire. And about that time, another person kind of waddles over and says, "Hey, Gus, do they need some help?" And Gus turns around and goes, "I don't think so, Patty. They look like they got it." Patty is a portly, round gentleman that's helping others. And about that time, another vehicle pulls into the parking lot. And Patty walks over to help them. Gus says, "So, just so you know, the Battle of the Bands might get canceled."
That is unacceptable, Gus. This new news brings me much sadness. Why, Gus? Why might it be canceled?
You don't know about the ghost of Winnemuck?
Ghost?
Yeah, there's a ghost. He's been terrorizing the town this week.
Roxy goes and is like back in the van looking out the window.
Ghosts
Cloud of
aren't
dust.
real.
Sorry guys, they gotta cancel this show. We should pack
Roxy.
it up.
Ghosts aren't real.
For some reason, we hear a coming from the van.
Yeah. Roxy's nervous foot is tapping. So yeah,
Come on, Rox.
the legend says that the ghost of Winnemuck will come after the bearer of the Tiki-Taki, which is an ancient artifact that was stolen from the high school trophy case.
What? why does a high school trophy case have an ancient artifact? That seems like a really stupid place to put one.
Safest place in town. Go ahead, Roxy.
Because ghost.
Because ghosts. About this time, a well-dressed man drives over and he says, dinosaur dump truck. My name's Mr. Withers. I'm the high school principal. Thank you so much for coming out to the Battle of the Bands. We do hope that we can get it underway, though, with all of the things that have been happening.
What's been going Mr. Withers, Justin Timble?
Oh, pleasure.
What's been going on? I'll offer my hand to shake, as is traditional of the 1972 America.
He reaches out and shakes your hand. Firm grip, young man. You're going places, I say. Yes, as I heard Gus mention to you that the ghost of Winnemuck has been striking again. He comes out every night, and he either goes to the lake or here to the school. Hasn't hurt anyone yet, but yet is the operative word.
Well, we shouldn't give him a chance.
He doesn't go to like the dance club downtown. You do have a dance club around, right?
Do you mean a disco bar, sir?
Close enough.
Why, yes, we have one of the finest disco bars in the Pac Northwest. And he says, in fact, there may be an after party if we can pull the Battle of the Bands off.
With snacks?
All kinds of snacks. Totally groovy snacks, man. And with that...
And Roxy pops back up. Well, let's play!
And you hear from across the way, well, if it isn't dinosaur dump stink. And you turn around and look, and there's your rival band, Two Horn Conflict, horns in hand, standing in the parking lot taunting you.
You need to watch your mouth or I'm going to stick socks down your French horn.
Yeah!
It's a trumpet. God, uncouth, you have nothing. You don't stand a chance to win this Battle of the Bands. Promise you that.
Yeah. Well, do you have a rabbit drummer? No. We're gonna win.
Our music's so good we don't need drummers, says one of the other members of Two Horn Conflict.
Perhaps we're planning to set the wrong drums on fire, the wrong band on fire.
Wait, you think what you play is called music? Well, there's your problem.
And about that time, they just grab their horns, and he looks at the one lead horn player, looks at the other and says, come on, Jezebel. We have no time to talk with these lesser musicians. We must go warm our horns.
No, go warn them.
Because that's what Jezebels do. Jezebel's warm horns.
I guess Justin needs to take. Okay, calm down. Y'all go on. Turns back to Mr. Withers. Mr. Withers. What about this ghost? We gotta. I mean, we really need this contest to happen because otherwise, those people got to put a stop to that.
Ah, yes. You know, horns have a place. You know. Well.
Yeah, in the band room.
Yes, the ghost. He comes and goes. He just torments and menaces. Really, he hasn't caused any harm yet, but just want everyone to be safe. So if he starts to show himself, we'll have to cancel the Battle of the Bands. Personally, I don't believe in ghosts, but Gus,
Don't say the ghost word.
Is Gus in charge of the Battle of the Bands?
No, I'm in charge of the Battle of the Bands, Mr. Withers says.
Right. So why does it matter if Gus is afraid of a ghost?
Well, no, he believes in it.
Oh.
The whole curse of the tiki-taki and
What's Tiki Taki?
oh, and that Gus turns around and he's got a couple of your amps in his hand, and he's, oh, the tiki-taki. Oh, why didn't you ask earlier? See, the legend of the tiki-taki is great. It's this powerful magical artifact that's protected the land of Winnemuck for ages, and, well, it's gone. It's been stolen, taken out of the trophy case.
Yeah. What is it?
It's a little statue.
That was a lot of words to not answer my question.
Yeah, and how is it magical?
Nobody
How is it
really
not
knows.
barbecue?
Magic isn't real.
Is it whoa. Is it magical like those mushrooms we had?
Yeah. And Mr. Withers trails off. He's
I'll
got
lick
you
it.
checked
I'll
in.
lick it.
He wanders off to go check in Two-Horn Conflict.
Not the mushrooms again.
And go ahead. You guys, somebody can roll me the. Let's roll some moves to get some information out of Gus. Who wants to get some information? You do have a hold, right? Is that correct?
We do
Also-
have a hold.
Yeah,
we
we
have
do.
one hold.
Trying to keep track of all of this stuff.
Yeah. You're good.
Uh,
Who's good at asking questions?
I'll ask a few questions of Gus. I'll go over to Gus and crack my knuckles and do one of these things and your neck cracks and neck cracks again. Stretches out. Does the little flex there in front of exactly does the old you get the idea in front of Gus and ask him a few questions with my advanced interrogation skill
ooh.
and interrogate.
Was a crazy noise.
Yeah, it was.
So I start asking, why would someone want the tiki-taki artifact?
Well, the legend says there's a soul trapped inside.
A soul trapped inside.
And if they could release that soul, then they would have power over it. And also,
Two-horn conflict is the suspect then, because we all know they ain't got no soul.
Souls are like ghosts.
And
see, the legend also says that the tiki-taki grants the wielder a wish, but curses whoever takes it. Kind of laughs a little oddly. The Bradley family, it was given to them for safekeeping, but they're out of town this week, so they brought it to the high school and locked it up here, where it would be perfectly safe in the trophy case.
So the Bradleys own it.
Yes, the Bradley bunch.
who would possibly want to hurt anything or cause any trouble to the Bradley family?
Yes, they're the most upstanding family in Winnemuck.
Exactly my point.
So someone stole it, and now there's a ghost tormenting the town. So, wish we knew what to do.
When did the ghost first appear?
Oh, a day or so after the Bradley family, and about that time, A screeching noise comes from the high school PA system, and suddenly everyone in the parking lot cringes at the sickening sound. And you hear, "You are my sunshine," in this very raspy, wispy voice. The song "You Are My Sunshine" begins being sung over the PA system, warbling. The building's lights flicker on and off.
I didn't know warm-ups were starting.
You see Old Man Withers. He turns pale, shakes, drops his clipboard. "I'm sorry, everyone." And then he grabs the microphone. "I'm sorry, everyone. It's just too risky to put you all in danger with that ghost on the loose. Until we resolve this."
Halfway through that, he gets about halfway through that, and Justin like reaches over, just like, "Whoa, back to what y'all doing. Don't worry, it'll be all right." And then looks at Mr. Withers like, whoa. We cannot not have this battle of the bands. If we got to go find out who's playing on the intercom, we can do that. We got you.
You'll help us figure it out?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, we'll just put it on pause then. How about that?
Not another mystery.
Dun, 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 dun. And that's the end of Act 1. So, next is Act 2. This game is played out in acts. There are, I think it's 5 acts altogether. Well, this one only has 3. So that was Act 1. So you have some suspects now that you have identified. You mentioned your rival band. Who else is on your suspect list?
Obviously, Gus. There's something wrong with that guy.
Suspect. Gus.
I think the Tiki Hut barbecue place is a suspect. We should go there and investigate.
Barbecue.
Just hungry again, Roxy. I thought I told you to pack more snacks.
I ate them. Well, that's what snacks are for. I mean, you know.
That's right.
You don't like put them in a frame and hang them on the wall. You don't put them on the mantle. You know, you eat them.
I think we got to go check out the high school where Roxy can get more snacks, and that was the last place. The tiki-taki was seen.
And it's also where the creepy voice was doing the most disgusting rendition of a song I've ever heard. And I've pulled out my bass and I'm just starting to like diddle with it. Like,
all right.
Diddler.
So you want to investigate the high school. Did someone say Mr. Withers was? I thought I heard Mr. Withers as a suspect.
Yeah. Withers, Gus, Patty, Two Horn Conflict, and the Bradley Bunch.
Okay, so
and apparently the Tiki Hut barbecue joint.
Yeah, I put that down too.
You never know.
You never know. That's right. Just hey, Neuro Dancer, thanks for joining us this morning, as well as Sophie Call. Maybe that's a real person, and Davey One Show. Okay, hopefully those are real people, and I'm not talking
Davy
to bots.
Jones.
Oh, it's way far away. I can't read it from here. So Davy Jones Show.
Davy Jones, that's a ghost.
And we are near a body of water, canonically.
Don't say
And-
body.
And lockers. We're also near lockers.
You're also near lockers. Yeah, awesome.
Oh,
So
lockers is where you
fitting.
can hide bodies.
Yeah.
It's also where you can hide tiki-taki statues, so...
And snacks, apparently. And at this point, I've looked down at my base and my long hair, like ironed hair's falling over my face, and all you see is my hair on the base.
Oh man.
So dark.
Yay, Davy Jones Show is not a bot. That's a real person.
Sweet.
They interacted in chat. That's awesome. Yay, you're real. Sorry, we get excited when we don't have just nothing but bots in the chat. So
I
please
tell you, ghosts were real.
engage us. All right, so heading into the high school, what do you want to do? How do you want to investigate the high school?
That's what my steps.
We're gonna need to split up. Ignacio, and Roxy. I need you guys to go check the kitchen.
He's got shiny nipples.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry. Let me fix my shirt a little. Those gotta stay on until the chorus.
Oh boy.
All right. Boris, you go check the office because if someone's being loud, that's probably where they're going to be. And Tina, you go check the trophy case.
All right.
I'll go with Boris because I imagine the trophy case is not far from the office.
Correct. That's what I was going to say.
I'll just kind of stay between the two of them so that if either one of them calls out, I can go.
All right. So just so I'm clear, we have Boris and Tina going to the office / trophy case. Roxy, Ignacio are going to the cafeteria.
Absolutely.
And Justin is sticking in the middle. So Boris.
And that is a 10 on my Here's the Plan gang. So that is 3 holds that we have for this scene.
All right. 3 holds for this scene.
One
Yeah.
went away, but we got 3 for this one, guys. We
Awesome.
all share them.
That's right. So everybody can share them. And can you just remind everyone what a hold does? Just so they know when they can use it?
Yeah, you can use a hold before you roll to get +1 on that roll. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go. Before you roll. That's the important part there.
Yes, you got to call it.
And as well, Roxy, by pairing up with the beautiful Ignacio, maybe you do get a little bit of grease on you. You can like slick back your hair a little because beauty's contagious, and you get a +1 hold for this scene.
Ooh. Nice, nice. Although I don't think Tina wants to get the... You could.
Mm-hmm.
You could. Doesn't want to... Roxy is... Your ears are all like waxed up now and shiny from the contagious beauty.
Looking good, Roxy.
Let's start there with Roxy and Ignacio going into the cafeteria.
I believe they call that a dreadlock.
You're pulling it off. That's the important part. Oh man, there's all these shiny pots in here.
Yes.
Fantastic.
And it looks like
Maybe there's a sandwich.
yeah, you find some sandwiches in here for sure. And why do we have carnival music playing for the cafeteria?
The carnival's coming. Oh god.
That's
That's concerning.
Yeah.
Roxy will like disappear in a puff of smoke and then reappear on the line in like a chef's hat and just start. He's like making a big old sandwich, and he makes this huge sandwich, and he gets ready to bite it, and he goes, "Oh, nice! Will you want me to make you one too?"
No, I'm trying to cut out carbs.
And yep, gulp. Yep.
That was
Awesome.
just the appetizer.
All right. As you all are investigating, tell me what you're looking for. What does the cafeteria look like?
Dessert.
Dessert.
Well, the cafeteria is probably fairly empty. You know, it's got the normal kind of iffy tables all over, but the kitchen, lots of pots and pans. So Ignacio is kind of opening each one and closing it, checking the cupboards.
Not that one.
Anything in particular you're looking for, Ignacio and Roxy?
I'm looking for a Tiki Taki statue.
All right. You're looking for the Tiki Taki.
Lost it. Yeah. Somebody mistook it for a chocolate treat.
All right.
Roxy is looking for sandwiches and sandwich makings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe there's a taco stand around here.
You just wait. Was it the Tiki Taco? Maybe it was.
Tiki taco. Roxy and Ignacio, you do hear a door close in the back part of the cafeteria, kind of towards the freezer section, the refrigerator cooler section.
Whoa, hello?
Roxy disappears, and now he's inside one of the pots with the lid going. He's barely looking at the lid. You should go check that out, Ignacio.
Good thinking. Yeah, I'll
That's
go.
great.
I got you
walk
back.
Far back.
Far
Careful,
back.
It's greasy.
Yes, and as you get back there, you see that the freezer door is open just a little bit. Odd that it would be open with no one around in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, that's pretty wild. But he knows he's got to stay cool, so Ignacio goes and pokes his head in. Any tacos in here?
Actually, you see Patty rummaging around in the back of the refrigerator section.
Hey, Patty, right? What are you doing here?
And Patty jumps a little bit. Oh my goodness! I didn't know you were going to be coming up on me. You're sneaky there, little one. It's just looking for some ice cream. Yeah, it's,
Ice cream. I'm there.
I'd say Roxy's probably your best bet to find a snack of any kind.
I've got to make some milkshakes for the kids that are on stage next. It's in their contract and their rider. They get a green room with milkshakes.
Which band is that?
Oh, Two Horn Conflict? Yeah, they wanted milkshakes on their rider.
We're gonna need to see those milkshakes before they go.
Yeah.
They have some special instructions.
We didn't
Poo milkshakes.
have a rider for you guys.
Patty.
We never saw your rider. I guess it never made it. Their agent sent it to us.
I ate it.
We're more of a self-sufficient band.
We got a little bit of pizza grease on it, and I got hungry.
All right, so Patty gets a couple of things of ice cream and says, "Well, I'm gonna go, kids," and just stares at you for a moment, like.
He's kind of creepy, Ignacio. Why is he doing that?
All right, is you're kind of standing in the way of him leaving the freezer.
Oh, sorry. My body's just freezing a little bit in the cold. Please.
Ignacio is full headlights.
And as he walks by,
As his pecs are
Roxy's
tensing.
Roxy's got this drill, and he's drilling a hole in the bottom of the ice cream, and he's following Patty out the door.
It's gonna take a bit to whatever.
That's fantastic.
No ice cream for those jakes.
Yeah, Ignacio's gonna kind of peek in and see if he can see what Patty might have been looking for.
Sure.
He's kind of creepy.
So
He's
what
like
all's
that
in
Lucky
here?
Charms
Let's see.
guy.
It's a high school cafeteria freezer. So what all would be in there? Tell me what you see when you go in.
Oh, tons of creamed corn.
Green corn and
sure.
frozen pizza.
Yeah. Yep.
Lots of chicken nuggets.
And yeah, chicken nuggets are probably there.
He thinks he sees a mirror and he picks it up and he just kind of like blows on it and it's just a frozen over pizza.
I was gonna say a frozen cookie sheet, but yeah, like one of those big sheet pans, like the size of half a table. That's what they put the pizzas on to put in the oven.
50-gallon drum of macaroni and cheese. Excuse me. I'll be right back.
You should probably heed that, Roxy. Roxy. Clunk.
Those crazy kids and their macaroni and cheese.
Nice. So So go ahead and make me I always get what I want.
How would a 5 treat you?
A
I
5
feel like I don't always get what I want.
on a.
Always get what you want.
Yeah, whatever it was you were trying to find, you don't find anything, unfortunately. But, you did catch Patty rummaging in the cooler section. So,
Do I find any clues in the macaroni and cheese?
in the macaroni and cheese, you know what?
What about the milkshakes that he ate?
Oh, he's bringing them to the yard. Hey! Thanks for the sub.
Is he actually making the
Rock-
milkshakes? Because I gotta put some chili
Yes.
powder in those milkshakes.
And some rabbit sprinkles.
Well, right.
Horseradish. Horseradish.
They can't know it's us,
What-
Roxy.
Yeah.
What is a rabbit sprinkle? I'm just curious.
You don't want to know. That's the fear and loathing end. We're going to stay away from that.
Is that kind of like a pigeon milkshake?
Roxy, we've had this discussion the last 3 times.
It's like a malted milk ball.
Yeah.
See, rabbits can't fully digest their food on the first go around.
I don't need this history lesson.
What have I gotten myself into, y'all?
Well, the fermentation sac on rabbits doesn't work right, You got to go through twice.
Ignacio's getting this long stare as Roxy's describing this. Why does Justin always put us together? I've heard
Yes.
about the fermentation sack 7 times.
But you eat dinner twice.
You do find a clue in the macaroni and cheese, actually.
Ow!
You find a key.
What is this?
Macaroni and keys?
Somebody should call the health department on these people.
So you have found a clue. You found a key.
What kind of key is it?
Skeleton.
It's looks like not a house key, like maybe to a desk or a cabinet. Or maybe, you tell me, could it possibly be the key to the trophy case? Maybe? You tell me.
Oh, it says trophy case right on it.
Yeah, it has a little key tag on it. It's a trophy case.
I almost swallowed that.
You would have gotten it back in a few hours.
So
And it would
whoever,
have had to go through again.
so the ghost ditched the key in the macaroni and cheese.
Which happened to be right next to the ice cream.
Interesting.
Yes, interesting. You hear some music coming from the auditorium while you're in there. It's not the Two Horn Conflict Band. It's another band that's playing. But let's jump with that. You guys have found the key to the trophy case and the macaroni and cheese. Let's jump up to Tina and Boris and Justin. Up towards the main office. How are y'all divvying this up? Are you just gonna? I know Justin was gonna kind of stay in the hallway. Is that right?
Yeah, so the way I imagine it is the main office, there's a set of double doors that go into the main office on the left-hand side, and then they have trophy cases for
Bingo.
all the various off to the right. And so basically Justin is going to be standing in the foyer, basically in the room where the trophy cases are, watching Boris as he checks out the office, and watching Tina to make sure that no one shows up and tries to grab her or anything like that.
Okay, perfect. So Boris, we'll start with you. As you go in to the office, there's the counter where the administrative person would sit there and welcome everyone and check in the late students and all that. And right behind that is the intercom system. It's typical button. The chair is still kind of twirling as you walk in. Tell me what
Is the intercom, obviously the intercom is turned on.
It's off now. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to check the desk, see if there's any papers or anything there on the desk.
All right. Yeah. What do you find? Let's say there's a stack of papers there for sure. Maybe tell me what you find there.
So looking through that, I find the list of students who were tardy, and the month's lunch schedule is there. I find a lunch bag with Billy Johnson's name on it, and some kind of liquid oozing out of the bottom of the paper bag onto the desk a little bit. There's a large box of pencils and 2 staplers.
Okay. You also find the clipboard with that Mr. Withers had outside there with all the names of all of the bands for the Battle of the Bands on it.
Excellent. I'm going to read the names of the bands on the list.
The Feel Goods, and each one has a little descriptor about them.
Okay.
Love Songs, Boring, written in like pencil.
Right.
The Candy Stripers, Bubblegum Rock? Question mark. And your band name,
Dinosaur Dump Truck.
Dinosaur Dump Truck.
Pre-post punk.
Yeah. Interesting. And Two Horn Conflict. Sounds like cats in a dryer. So apparently there are only, like.
We have candy in our band's name.
So yeah, that's the clue that you find there. Old man Withers, Mr. Withers' office door is open also.
I'll go into Mr. Withers' office and check it out.
Sure, and you see a man. In fact, it looks a lot like from behind Gus the janitor in there, and he's bent over behind Principal Withers' desk. And he's
Gus, is that you?
Oh! And he crawls out from under the desk. He goes, "Oh, you scared me! Hit my head on the bottom of the desk. What are you doing in here? Shouldn't you be at warm-ups?"
What are you doing in here?
My job.
Your job?
I'm-
Your job is to root around under the desk?
And he holds his hand out, and there's all these dried up, chewed pieces of bubble gum. He's like, "I'm cleaning the bottom of Principal Withers' desk. Man loves chewing gum."
Chewing gum? Doesn't he know that'll rot your teeth out?
Yeah, it also is really nasty to stick it on the bottom of your desk.
Well, I don't know what that stuff adults do.
It's not so bad.
And he says, you better get out of here. If that ghost catches you around this school, he could mess you guys up. Y'all should leave."
Why would a ghost mess us up? And you really think Flex? Do you really think a ghost could mess this up?
Well, he hasn't hurt anyone yet, but he may. Could be getting more desperate, to get the tiki-taki back. And with that, we'll jump to Tina outside at the trophy case in the main office. You hear this conversation going on in the back as you're investigating the trophy case. What trophies are in there? What do you find in the trophy case?
Well, Tina's leaning up against the trophy case. Her back is to it, and she's kind of noodling with her base and like doing the slap thing with it. And then inspiration hits me. And I just happen to know that there is a piece of paper stuck in the trophy for the golf club who won the golf tournament back in 66. And I don't even like see it with my eye, I just know it. And then I keep noodling around with the base. And I'll yell out, Boris, I need your specific talents out here.
Oh, I'm standing right there.
Yeah, I'm yelling past you anyway.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I need you to come and like bust open this trophy case because the trophy cases are glass fronted.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Justin,
I'll head out.
yeah, you're gonna come out, Boris. Okay.
Yeah.
Justin, as you hear that, what do? You're also standing right there.
When he starts to come out, I heard the conversation with Gus. What is Gus doing?
Gus waits until Boris leaves, and you kind of. We'll say, Boris, you don't close the door all the way. You leave it cracked open a little bit, right? To the leading out of the office. You see into Mr. Withers, Principal Withers' office. Justin, you see Gus sit down at Mr. Withers' desk and open a drawer.
I want to head in there. I want to head into the office. As Boris is coming out, Justin just goes in.
Okay.
So you can finish the trophy case.
All right. Boris, as you get out to meet with Tina out in the trophy case, there are lots of trophies, rowing, golf, everything. But you do notice a spot missing. In this trophy case, it is full of trophies. There is a void and a dust ring. Tina,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Boris, there's a piece of paper in that trophy right there. I think it might be a fragment of a map, and I've never even looked up from my base. I'm just with it. Can you like just bust that open? I mean, seems like the easiest way to do it, and you're like strong and stuff. Bonk.
Bust it. You want that piece of paper right there, and the piece of paper is on the bottom shelf of the sliding glass case. I say, Tina, you got an extra bass string on you?
Sure thing. And I reach in my back pocket and pull out a bass string and hand it to Boris.
So I take the bass string and I wrap a quick loop in the end of it, tighten it down, and lift up on the pane of glass and slide the bass string underneath the pane of glass and set the string down on top of the paper and start to pull it towards the edge of the glass to get it to slide out from underneath.
You're trying to hook it and pull it, right? Exactly. So as you're doing that, the motion of pulling kind of jostles your hand a little bit, and the whole trophy case slides open. It wasn't even locked.
Here I was hoping. Yeah, here I was hoping you were just going to break it. Keep noodling.
And yes, you find a piece of a map. In fact, it's more than just a piece of the map. It's a map of Lake Winnemuck, actually.
Does it have an X in red somewhere on it?
Maybe a dotted line.
If only it were that easy, right?
Pizza grease.
No, Roxy, you can't eat our map. This is an important clue.
Oh, this is one of those take a trophy, leave a trophy kind of cases.
Yeah. I'm trying to put the map in the...
Kick that fucker in the creek.
Kick that bitch in the creek.
I thought this was PG-13.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Sorry. Our apologies.
Wait, who
You
said
get
that?
one. You get one. That's the.
All right. There's the Lake Winnemucca map in the Zoom chat for y'all, and for whatever reason, it's not pulling up in the. Weird. I was gonna put it in the Discord so I could throw it on stream, but it's not pulling up in my.
If only we knew where the high school was on this map.
Put it wherever you want it. Where do y'all want the high school to be on the map?
Got you.
Oh,
Big
thanks.
rectangle.
Thank you.
Yeah, big rectangle. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The rectangle down the street from the shops, across from the houses.
Sure. All right, the big rectangle. That's where the high school is. Makes sense to me. So you have to go around the lake to get to the high school. Perfect. What else do y'all see on this map? Fill in any things that you think would be in Lake Winnemucca town. There's in the shops you see Patty's Malt Shop is listed. In the shops, you do see that.
The disco club, dance club,
Mm.
Tiki Taki barbecue shack.
All right.
Barbecue
Abracadabra
barbecue
pinball
rib,
arcade.
spam, and poi sandwiches.
Pinball arcade, sandwich shop. I think Roxy sees a lot of food places on this map. Everything looks like it serves food. If Roxy
Yes,
looks
I've
at
been
this
taking
map,
notes ever since we arrived here.
jotting down the name of every restaurant in town.
Wait, why
Stands
is there
used
not a hair
cars.
salon?
Even, even the gas stations with good selections of snacks.
Nice. All right. So you get the map of the town. You have Justin goes in the office. What are you doing in the office there with?
I want to start talking to Gus. I'm going to schmooze him up a little bit and then ask him, start asking questions about Mr. Withers and just, hey, old Gus, because you don't have a name like Gus and you're not old Gus.
Creepy
So,
old
there
Gus.
are no young Gusses. There are no young Gusses. They're just all old Gusses.
Mhm.
So I want to sit there and I want to ask him, be like, hey, old Gus, what's up with Mr. Withers and the bands? I take it he doesn't like the school band very much, and he's not crazy about this battle of the bands either.
Yeah, Mr. Withers is he's not really a fan of music and the arts, you would say.
Yeah, I noticed that there weren't any band trophies or anything like that. Is he trying to close down the band program?
Yeah, there's been a little bit of that. He doesn't see the value in the arts.
I understand. It just encourages, behavior like that two-horn conflict hack.
Yeah. So, you guys find anything yet?
Oh, we're still looking around. Did you see anyone in here? Oh, real quick, quick question. When we heard the crazy person singing, was Mr. Withers nearby?
Yeah, he was in the parking lot, actually.
Okay. I want to look around. I want to investigate, and so I guess I need to roll for that.
Yep. So when it started, you looked around and saw everyone else gasping, and then you heard Mr. Withers come out and get on the bullhorn, to tell everybody the Battle of Bands was canceled. So just to clarify that where he was.
He was standing there, though. I saw him while it was going off.
Probably. You probably would have. Yeah, about that time that it was going off, you saw him. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm suspicious, probably hoping for a what's it called, a tape recorder or something. I'm going to use all 3 of our holds because no one else used any yet,
Okay.
and that is still not enough.
What'd you get?
5
5. Wow.
with that's with all 3 holds.
Oh boy, you
Nice.
didn't roll well at all, did you? You're fumbling around and
Oh, I'm doing it in plain sight of Gus also.
right. So what are you just going through the desk at the administrative desk there by the intercom system, or you said you're looking for like a tape recorder or something?
First off, Gus had the drawer open. He was rifling. So I'm looking to see what he's rifling through that drawer looking for, because that is not cleaning gum out from under a desk. So when I go in and I'm talking to him, kind of watching there. And then, once he, I kind of get this feeling about Withers, then I go back out and I start looking around at the administrative desk to see if there's a tape recorder or like a Walkman, anything that could reproduce sound, a walkie-talkie.
Okay, so for Mr. For Gus in Mr. Withers' office, he says, "Yeah, I had Mr. Withers hang on to some stuff for me. I was just coming back in here to get it. Yeah, he's a good friend, Mr. Withers. He keeps things around. It was just a extra key to the janitor's closet. I lost my keys."
Oh, okay.
Then you head back out and yeah, we'll say you find a tape recorder, or there is a tape recorder there.
Is it open?
No, there's a tape in it.
Okay. I want to play the tape.
All right. And as you sit down and you're fumbling with the tape recorder, Gus walks out the kind of back door of the office into the teacher's lounge area. There's a sign on there that says teacher's lounge. And he goes that way. And you hit play. Are you going to hold the intercom open as well?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
So you hit play, and sure enough, it's that warbly, "You Are My Sunshine," horrible recording.
What did it sound like again?
"You are my sunshine." It's warbly and gravelly, and about that time you hear out in the hallway, Boris and Tina, you hear a crackle, and then you see smoke flowing down the hallway, and this apparition appears. It's floating down the hallway towards the sound of that you hear coming out of the office, the tape that Justin just started playing.
Oh, I'm playing it all the way to the end.
Okay, so you play
Even
it.
if it's dead air.
Yeah. So you play it. The sound goes on. The song goes on for probably about 30 seconds. Real tape recorder. And Tina and Boris, you see the ghost in the hallway floating down. It's and how do you react?
I am going to start to shred on my base, like really go to town. And let's see here. The roll is 7. So the bad guy is impressed and decides to chase somebody else other than me. And I'm gonna say that the bad guy for whatever reason, isn't interested in those of us in the front of the school, but has decided to go to the cafeteria.
And as it's floating, it turns down the hallway and heads and
Smooth ass bass, yo. I'm gonna get a sandwich. I'm hungry now.
In
Damn,
the
that riff
cafeteria,
made me
we're just looking at each other. Do you hear bass? Uh-oh.
What whoa with W's for copyright purposes.
Yep, right.
yeah, exactly. Whoa. And it turns down the hallway. Ignacio and Roxy, you hear Tina's bass. Even though she doesn't have it hooked up to an amplifier, she is shredding so well that you can hear the strings reverberating. You think something's happening, and as you turn around, there is a ghost floating into the cafeteria. Smoke and flame visible from the ghost. Roxy, take a point of fear.
He turns white.
Well, I thought you were already a white rabbit.
It's blue.
Oh, he's blue. Okay.
He turns white, falls over, and there's like a daisy in between his fingers. a little ghost rabbit comes up with a suitcase and a hat and starts hauling ass.
There's no time to die. We have to run.
No time to die.
This is his catchphrase. Is, rabbit tat tat, I'm out of here.
Nice. I love it. What does Ignacio do?
You know what? I've got to move for this. He's like, no, this is the moment to shine. And he turns away from the ghost and then tilts over the shoulder and bats his eyelashes at him.
Are you doing the look back?
The blue steel.
Yeah.
It's the blue steel.
The pants are very tight, showing off his wonderful butt.
Nice.
He's shining.
All right.
Yeah, you're haunting my heart.
Oh God.
It's the deerskin chaps that do it for me.
Nice. And as you do that,
Warm shoes.
the ghost, as it's approaching you, you look back and bat your eyelashes, and it just dissipates in the middle of the cafeteria. Bum bum bum. And that
Killed it.
is the end of Act 2. Act 2 is done. Dun dun dun.
Love.
Can we take a break?
Yes,
Any more
I was actually going to suggest that we take a quick break at the end of Act 2 here. We will regroup in just a couple minutes, folks. Hang in there with us. Don't go anywhere. After these messages, we'll be right back. Hey everybody, we're back from the commercial break. Sorry, I misspoke. That was not the end of Act 2. That was just a commercial break, a word from our non-sponsors. So those of you who got to watch that 30-second ad, thank you for watching that 30-second ad. Also, thanks to Nero Dancer for the sub with your Prime. Don't forget, folks, if you're watching, you can sub with your Prime subscription. Just hit the sub button down there and follow the prompts. It will tell you how to do it. Helping us get to our 125. We appreciate it. All right. So you guys see Roxy come tearing around the corner that leads to the cafeteria.
Goes!
Does the little skitter step sliding running thing and runs down the hallway past Tina and Boris. Justin, you hear the thumpity of Roxy's feet. Ignacio comes strolling out with his little strut. I'm sure he's got a strut.
Oh yeah, he's got a strut, and I think he's got the milkshakes. If he could have convinced Patty to let him deliver them.
Actually, after you came out of the freezer, you didn't see Patty anymore.
Whoa. He's a quick milkshake maker.
Yeah, but there were a couple milkshakes on the counter.
I heard his milkshakes brings all the boys to the hood.
Brings all the ghosts to the cafeteria.
Well, if the milkshakes are there, I'll grab those. Throw some pepper on top there and saunter out. Yeah, saunter after Roxy. Roxy, don't be afraid.
Pepper.
The ghost is afraid of commitment.
Ooh, was that pepper?
You don't want these milkshakes, Roxy.
I always want milkshakes.
Throw a couple sardines and some pepperoni in there, and I will eat those.
Oh. All right, Justin, the tape rolls out all the way to the end, and it's just static the rest of the way after the song ends. Did you roll
that tape though?
You're gonna
I'm
take
take
the tape.
that tape. I'm gonna replace it.
What are you replacing it with? A copy of your new single that's coming
Dinosaur
out?
Dump Truck's hot new single.
Yes.
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second. That's the name of it. Hold on a second.
Yeah. It's oil spill parentheses. Hold on a second.
Yes, right on. That's the brand new single demo tape.
Gonna slide that in there.
All right. As you take the tape, you flip it over, the one you took out, and it says morning announcements on the B side of the cassette.
Oh, well, then I'll take my tape out and I'll write morning announcements on the B side of that and then put it back in.
Okay.
Unlabeled.
Unlabeled, right on.
That's free advertising.
You're going to turn the whole high school on to Dinosaur Dump Truck.
That's right.
Right
That's
on.
what leaders do. They market.
Perfect. All right. What are we doing next, gang? What is the gang gonna do next?
I guess we all kind of regroup and we'll just be like, all right, so what did you guys find besides milkshakes?
Well, these aren't our milkshakes. These are for the two-horn conflict. So I've obviously spiked them and plan to deliver them. Did you know there are things called riders?
We had one.
I ate it.
Yeah. Okay.
But I
It's
did
on
find
me.
a clue in the macaroni. Look, it's a key. It's got a little cheese on it. but it's all right.
I think we can finally open the trophy case.
Boris
And I
reaches
just
over
kinda
and slides the glass over.
Oh, good job. This is
We
a
have
good
a
key.
map. Then I gesture at the map that Boris is holding.
Okay. So Gus is missing his keys. And Mr. Withers hates music because he's a con.
Checks out.
Yep.
High school principals. Checks out.
So far we're in there. Didn't you say something about Gus cleaning up a lot of gum?
And did
He
you know
was.
Patty was a leprechaun?
Yeah, that kind of threw me too.
I know. But he didn't have no cereal.
I think that's the point. No, wait, he's the one that does have the cereal. It's the rabbit that doesn't. Huh.
Silly rabbit.
That's a thinker, Roxy. That's
Well,
a
it's some
thinker.
the reverse psychology, I think,
Yeah.
or cerealology.
But we still haven't figured out who took the tiki taco.
Right.
Seems to
It wasn't me.
that if somebody's going to take the tiki-taki from the trophy stand and then they leave a map, that's probably an indication that it is not at the high school anymore. And I don't even look up. I'm still just like fiddling with my bass.
Wow, you're clever, Tina.
Yeah, that's good thinking, Tina. Some random student walks by. Wow, that's clever.
Yeah.
What are you doing
That's
in
some
school?
smooth ass bass.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Get
gonna
sent.
take the milkshakes out to the two-horn conflicts van and see if I can do some snooping while I'm there.
Okay. Yeah, you go back out to the parking lot. Is anybody going with Ignacio to the parking lot?
Well, since we don't have a weird one, I guess I'll have to go with the sexy one.
I was going to give the mascot a Roxy snack. So, and tell Roxy to hang out with Tina and Boris. We got to figure out. Remember, we're splitting up again. Here we go. So we got to have goals. I'll go with Ignacio. We'll see if we can't figure out what the hell going on with two-horn conflict. Maybe try to sow some seeds of doubt. Maybe Ignacio seduces one or more of them, and they come join our band. None of the trumpet players, trombones and saxophones only.
Saxophones.
I thought it was a duet. There's more in their band? Nice.
They're like a 7-piece band, a 7-piece ska band.
Yeah,
That's a
7-piece
weird
ska band.
Yeah. Well,
You have to
the
be.
name is Two-Horn Conflict. It's very confusing.
They only
That is
have
all-
2 horns, but there's 7 people in the band.
But that Jezebel warms one up real good.
There's a lot of flutes in that band. That's all I know.
Okay, and so Boris and Tina, what? All right, so Withers hates music. We need to figure out why he hates music, and if it's enough to make him want to cancel. Who organized this shindig? Real quick, do we know? Because we signed up for it.
Yeah, it was organized by Casey Kasem's Power Hour. Chose the location. Now, Mr. Withers is organizing. He is the official organizer for the Battle of the Bands. Because he's the principal of the high school, he's the organizer of the event.
Okay, so he's in it for money. We already know that. There's got to be.
Maybe they pay up front.
Yeah, for sure. So, why would he want to cancel? Why would he want to cancel the Battle of the Bands? Because he hates music, right?
I mean,
Damn.
Maybe.
clever scheme.
Or he doesn't want the attention on the tiki-taki being stolen.
Or maybe he really does love music and he wants to trick us into thinking it's canceled so we'll leave, and then he'll get up and he'll sing that crappy song of his and he'll win.
Roxy, you're a genius.
He's a prick.
He is clearly trying to steal our thunder. Boris and Tina, I think you got to go find something that can prove that he plans on stealing the award, the prize. Where would that be? At his house. You got a map?
You got a map.
Make sure you check for a microphone in the shower. That's sure sign of a singer.
I'm going to have to drive.
Aspirational.
I'll drive you guys. Roxy, you go with Ignacio.
I don't want to hear about the dietary needs of rabbits again.
Like I was saying.
And I gave you a Scooby snack, so there you go.
A what?
A groovy snack.
A groovy snack.
All right.
It's a Roxy snack.
I gotta roll a dice whenever I take a groovy snack.
Yeah, whenever you eat. Yeah.
Oh, you lose one fear because
Okay.
yeah, you automatically heal a fear. I succeeded.
All right, and then
No? Okay. So Mr. Withers' house is on the lakeside. He lives lakeside, of course. The principal has a lakeside manor. So let's start this time with Tina and Tina, Boris,
Tina,
and
Boris.
Justin going lakeside. What does Mr. Withers' house look like? It's
a 2-story Victorian with like gingerbread eaves and like the I think it was called what is it called, a portcullis, or the
portcullis.
Portcullis, yeah. And it is freshly painted with pretty green shutters, and it's got these big like boxwood bushes that are out in front of the porch with a beautiful view of the lake.
All right.
There's a large fountain in the front of two vixens standing up with the water cascading down off the thing.
Pretty nice for a high school principal.
Has a family crest on the door. And
Yes.
The family crest is someone looking vaguely like a zombie screaming into a microphone.
Yes. Sure. And it's all intricate with a W. Sure. No, you're telling me what you see. That's cool.
Microphone. Maybe it's not a microphone. Maybe I'm confused. But there is a family crest on the door.
Maybe it's a trumpet.
Oh, is that a trumpet? Is it a trumpet? Is
Maybe.
What they're playing trumpet.
Maybe.
he warms up trumpets.
What's Jezebel's last name? Withers.
Withers.
All right. What do you three do? You pull in the driveway.
Hey,
So
Justin.
I guess, yeah. What's up, Tina?
Guys like this usually have keys under their doormats.
Yeah, that seems about right. So I guess go investigate. Looking for a key under the doormat. And oh yeah, that's a 12.
All right. What do you find?
Find a key to the front door. Yeah.
Just
the doormat. That's all. It's
okay.
underneath.
Key to the front door. You find the key to the front door. Sure enough, right there under the doormat.
Is there any cars in the driveway besides our van?
No other vehicles are here. There's a bicycle leaned up against the side of the house.
Clearly a communist. It's 1972 America. It's the land of big body Buicks.
Yep.
Chevrolets, you can land a helicopter on the hood. and this commie over here riding a bike.
It's all part of the communist agenda to infiltrate the United States with ska music and bicycles.
Exactly.
Oh boy. All right. You put the key in, unlock the door, and the hinges creak as the door slowly swings open. Everything is covered in sheets. All the furniture. Tell me what the house looks like. Other than that, that's pretty much what you see. But you said it's 2-story.
So we walk in the front door. There's a little covered porch that we were standing on. As you open the door, there's a stairwell immediately in front of the door that goes up. It goes up, and then it takes a 90-degree turn to the right, going up to the second floor. From where we're standing, you can't actually see where that door is because the ceiling is cantilevered over the entryway. There's a large living room to the right, a dining room straight ahead with those half walls with the cutouts. Yeah, it's got one of those kind of between them. And then off the dining room to the right, there's a bedroom, a door that we can see, as well as you can see the kitchen off the dining room because the door is open. And there's no appliances, but clearly space where appliances go.
Oh, no appliances.
The walls are all covered in a red velour fleur-de-lis wallpaper pattern.
Red and gold, right?
Exactly.
French communists.
Suits of armor. They need suits of armor.
Well, there's the reason there's no appliances. There's like a refrigerator and a hot plate. There's no stove, but it's just like a very small, very bare kitchen.
Okay.
That we can see. That's what we can see from the front door as we go in.
Perfect. All right. You're going through the front door. You're starting to investigate Mr. Withers' house. Like I said, everything's covered in sheets and very dusty. Who's doing what? Or where are y'all heading through this house? And
Boris is headed to the kitchen, to the refrigerator, particularly the freezer of the kitchen, to search the freezer for clues.
Such as milkshakes?
Well, everyone knows that's where you hide your valuables, is inside your freezer.
Oh, that's true. This day and time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Justin's going to go upstairs.
And on an investigation, I rolled a 6.
Plus intelligence.
No, I rolled a 7 plus my intelligence, which gives me the 6.
All right.
Oh, it was going to be 5.
I know, right? Everything's been a 5 so far. All right. So while you're going to the kitchen, Justin, you go upstairs. Tina, where are you going?
So I've slung my base around my back, and I'm walking into the living room, and I'm just going to start tearing sheets off of everything.
Just like pulling the sheets off the furniture?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Smart. The clouds of dust will cover our tracks in the house. No one will know we're here.
As Tina starts hacking and coughing, sneezing.
Don't step on the dust bunnies.
Oh.
They're my friends.
All right. Justin, what are you doing upstairs?
I'm going investigating, looking for recording equipment.
All right. So, Boris, you get to the kitchen. You open the refrigerator, the bottom part first. Just figure you'd check and see what's in there, right? And you realize that the light doesn't come on, and you're hit with a smell. Very familiar smell, actually. It smells.
I ate the light.
You remember when you met Gus? He had a particular scent to him, probably because of his rat friend in his pocket. But it smells kind of like that. kind of like rats in the refrigerator. And when you open the freezer, it's just everything is melted and comes pouring out like someone just poured a bucket out all over you, and you're covered in various melted things out of the freezer. Yummy. Now you're covered. Tina, as you're
refrigerated chunks.
Yeah, as you're fluffing the dust and everything, you think you see something. What is it that you see? You pull the sheets off of, let's say, the lazy boy recliner in front of the big picture window overlooking the lake. You find something. What is it that you find?
The tiki-taki.
I wouldn't be that
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna find a duplicate of the map that we have, but this one really does have like, it either has like directions written on it, or it has like a dotted line,
A circle.
or a circle.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this has a... Sure. Where might it point to, do you think? What might be circled or X'd or dotted line, arrowed, whatever?
Lighthouse. On a lake.
A lighthouse on a lake.
So it's actually an X in the woods.
An X in the woods. Okay. All right. So you find an X in the woods on the map.
Subtle, or sufficiently creepy.
And it's not far from Mr. Withers, Principal Withers' house, actually. It's his house would be the very last one there on the map, closest to the woods there. So, it's not far from his house. And Justin, you're upstairs investigating, searching for recording equipment, you said?
Yeah.
All right. You find a record player upstairs, and a cassette deck, and an 8-track, all in a multi-use hi-fi combo stereophonics wood cabinet system. Funny story, I actually had one of those.
Shakes the studs in the wall.
Wait, I'm not in the wall.
But yeah, right. Hey, welcome to the stream, everybody. Glad you could make it. New folks that are just joining us. We're playing Jinkies. So what album might be on the record player, Justin?
He would probably be listening to Philip Sousa marches because he's a terrible human being.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. And there's an 8-track in the 8-track player, and a cassette in the cassette player. And the cassette player does have a recording function. So
I want to listen to the cassette on the. I want to listen to the cassette real quick.
all right, go ahead and make your
right.
investigation. I guess that would be right.
Yep.
One of these has got to have Takata and Fugue on it.
9.
A 9. Oh, 7 to 9 is on that. Is what you
Yeah.
find
me.
what you're looking for. Yeah. So tell me what you find.
Well, you tell me what it means.
Oh, I tell you what it means. So, so tell me what the tape is in there, and then I'll tell you what it means.
The 8-track is "You Are My Sunshine"
And other classics.
and other classics. The record is the Philip Sousa marches,
Mm-hmm.
and the tape. I think you need to tell me what's on the tape.
Okay. All right. So the tape is. No, it's not. The tape is just an instrumental version of Two Horn Conflict's newest song. It's just the horn version, though. At first, you catch yourself kind of, and then you realize who it is, and you're like, "No, it can't be. He listens to Two Horn Conflict." But why would he have an instrumental demo version only?
He only likes the horns.
Or he is trying to join Two Horn Conflict. That's what it is.
Classic
All right.
principal behavior, really.
So we know, yeah, he's trying to go hang out with young, barely of age, possibly underage children in the early 70s. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Totally checks out.
Getting closer.
That checks out.
PG-13.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm just saying, trying to
just-
spend time with him. That's on you, bro.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I would say that yeah, so we have motive now, and we think we know who it is. Now we just need to find the evidence. Like, we need to find the treasure.
Yes. Boris, you and Tina are downstairs, and you hear all this different music clashing together, and you hear this "You Are My Sunshine" song playing on top of sounds like a march and some horns in the background, and it's just all like a giant train wreck of music clashing together coming from upstairs.
That's disgusting.
Sounds like marching horns to me.
It's what do y'all do? Y'all gonna regroup
I'm gonna
with
grab
Justin?
one of the sheets that Tina had thrown off and start wiping the glop that is on me off. All I'm doing is just rearranging it on my body.
That's disgusting. What happened to you?
It was the freezer. It was melted stuff, and the bottom part smelled of cabbage. Cabbage.
Ugh.
Wait,
Leprechauns eat cabbage.
didn't Gus smell like cabbage?
Ew. Yeah, he kind of did. Gross. That's disgusting.
Tell me about it. Let's go upstairs and check this noise out.
Yeah, I have something to show both of you.
All right. As y'all go upstairs, we'll jump over to Roxy and Ignacio. Ignacio groovily sliding across the pavement like he's walking on a skating rink.
Yeah, you gotta check. He's not wearing rollerblades, but it seems like he might be.
Roller skates.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just kind of.
Roxy, follow my lead here. Back me up. Because they've got a van too, I'm assuming. With a 7-person thing, they might actually have a little bus.
Yeah, it's a mini Winnebago bus
Knock.
with a bicycle rack on the back.
Where was it we were going?
We're gonna go check out the the competition, as it were.
And yeah, on the side of their little motor coach, it says it has their band name all pretty logoed on it, and the top of the T for the T itself, like in 2 horns. So the T is a trumpet and a trombone that make the T. So 2 Horn Conflict. That's their logo. And you knock on the door holding the milkshakes, and the door opens up, and this. Yes? What do you want, Ignacio?
Hi, Stuart.
Nice. Yeah, it's Stuart. Yeah.
I was under the impression you were looking for some milkshakes.
Yes, the butler was supposed to bring. The malt guy said he was going to his shop to make some milkshakes for us. It's in our rider. Why are you here?
Just wanted to, clear the air before our little competition. You don't want to go into these things,
And milkshake.
with hard feelings. Flex.
Nice. And Stuart's like, "Ah, you're always such a show-off, Ignacio. What do you really hear about? You guys figured out what's going on around here yet? Are we doing the battle or not?"
What? You gotta have a reason to eat milkshakes? What kind of monster are you?
And he flings the door open the rest of the way. "Oh, it's you. Ignacio, I hope you have had him get his shots recently."
No, we don't let him drink alcohol anymore.
Oh no, not the tequila again.
Tiki tequila.
Tiki tequila. Nice. So, Stuart will look at you and say, "Oh, you brought the milkshakes then. What's on top? What kind of sprinkles are those?" And
I don't know. The butler put them on there.
nice.
The buttle butts.
He'll take the milkshakes and go ahead and roll your, as you're telling him all about the milkshakes, how delicious they are, that you had one yourself. And
Yeah, I definitely want to get a look inside the van because I suspect there's some shenanigans going on with these folks.
Sure thing.
Got a 9.
Oh, got a 9. All right, what do you see? And I'll tell you what it means.
I was envisioning that they have labeled like stuck against the window. You can't really see from the outside, but a bunch of various like a corkboard sort of thing, and in the center is the Tiki Taki statue, like a image of it, obviously.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like they're
Sure.
looking for it.
It does kind of look like that. Yeah, like it's actually a map of Winnemucca. As you look at it a little closer, and you see that the Tiki Taki statue is there at the high school, and there's lines drawn all over it. You only know it's a map of Winnemucca because you saw the map earlier. In fact, maybe you have that map with you because... Or no. Justin took it, so he knew how to get to the principal's house. That's right. Never mind.
It's okay. Roxy has a eidetic memory, so he can just redraw it if we need it, right? Right?
That's right. He could turn into the map, as a matter of fact, if you needed it, because he's made of ink.
I don't like turning into maps because I always eat them.
See something real quick. 7. Okay. Stuart says, "What are you looking at? You've done your deed. Brought us our milkshakes. Now, is there anything else you need?"
I just want to say, give Jezebel my love.
Yeah, we got a couple horns to get warm. Out here in the van, the mystery van. The clue cards.
But no, that's I think we're good. Unless Roxy has something.
No.
Roxy's not going to do anything? All right.
I realized there was other things that I can do besides the things that are on my car. So.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole set of moves. I put it in the Discord that everybody has access to, basic moves that you can do at any time, besides just what's on your playbook.
Well, I have
So-
other things apparently I could do too.
Well, Roxy, once we're done, maybe we go talk to the Candy Stripers and see if they'd be willing to drive us to the mansion so we can meet up with our friends.
Yes. And maybe they have candy.
Yep, and the Candy Stripers vehicle is obvious, right? It's painted like a peppermint stick, a candy cane, red and white stripes all over it. And they're all standing outside wearing matching outfits, all candy cane, red and white. So you walk over to the candy stripers.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. An older guy, kind of older than all the rest, says, as you walk up, "Oh, hey, Ignacio. Nice to meet you.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine.
Have you met my kids? It's Dave and Stevie, Lulu, and Michael." And he points them all out. They're the candy stripers. And none of them appear to be old enough to drive yet. So that's why Dad's driving them around.
Does Dad seem happy? Who seems like to be the happy one? Is it the kids or is it the dad?
It's the dad. He is way over the top perky about this. And you look on the dashboard of the Candy Stripers van, and there are all these glass unicorns across the dashboard.
Wow. What an eclectic image you're going for here.
So we're gonna have to inspect all of your candy.
Well,
Oh, and can you give us a ride while we
Yes.
inspect your candy?
oh, why didn't you ask? You need a ride? Sure, I can give you a ride. Where you need a ride to?
The principal's house?
Oh, okay, sure. Just hop on in the van there, Roxy. And he laughs to himself and looks at his kids.
Hop in the van. Boing.
Nobody,
Roxy,
nobody,
we're going to die in this van, but
nobody.
maybe we'll get to the principal's house.
And Roxy is chewing on the dashboard. But at least we'll die happy.
I don't think the entire van is. No, I guess it is candy. All right.
Yep, everything in here is
go.
edible. It's the Willy Wonka van. Everything's edible.
Don't eat the wheels.
The wheels are peppermints.
It doesn't taste like candy, but I'm using my imagination.
Oh my gosh. And it doesn't take long, a few minutes, and several horrible dad jokes later, you arrive. Justin, Boris, and Tina, you hear the sound of an ice cream truck coming up the road. You look outside to see the Candy Stripers van.
And half of it's missing. And it's got teeth bite marks in it.
You actually see the top of Roxy's ears flopping out of the sunroof.
Ignacio has to climb out the window because the door handle's been bitten up.
And they're sticky. You are now sticky.
This jawbreaker is really hard.
You'll get it. That is the gear shift, but you'll get it eventually, Roxy.
And Dad, Buck is the dad's name. He looks down and goes, "Oh, Roxy, now you're a cottontail candy rabbit." Ha 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 ha. Huh?
I don't get it.
And well, kids, it looks like this is your stop. And
Pass me the windshield wiper switch.
That house seems awfully ominous for a principal. Thanks for the ride.
no problem, kids.
Ignacio, this is a spooky house.
The front door's wide open. There's dust billowing out of it. Almost looks like smoke. You hear a horrendous racket coming from inside the house, though. It sounds like someone's torturing an animal inside. And then you realize, oh, wait, no, that's just 3 different songs playing at the same time.
That's bad news for Roxy. Huh, that sounds like two-horn conflict.
I hate those guys.
How do you know what two-horn conflict sounds like?
Know thy enemy.
Ignacio listens to it on the down low because he's like, there's some cute folks in that band. You never know.
I don't doubt that one bit. All right. The gang is back together. All of you are back together. What are you going to do next?
We
I'm gonna
should go
show
out for
Justin.
pizza.
I'm going to show Justin the map. Hey, leader. Perhaps we should go check this out. And I like point right at the spot on the map that's marked.
Ooh, are you gonna eat the rest of that?
I don't think the house is candy, Roxy.
Oh,
Everything's
some-
candy if you believe in, if you try hard enough, Roxy.
There was some stuff that came out of the freezer.
You don't want to go near the freezer, trust me.
no. I don't like warm freezer stew.
Boris, is that a new oil you've got on you? You're practically shining.
Yeah, it's something I've been trying out. I don't know if it's going to work for me yet, but what do you think of this look? Is it working for me? I mean, you know, you're the the face of this group.
Honestly, Boris, if you take 2 steps back, you've never looked better.
Excellent. Just what I was going for.
Nice.
And I start searching the house to make sure that the principal doesn't have a couple of pet greyhounds who have a certain passion for chasing bunnies.
There is a doghouse outside, actually.
Wait,
Out
what?
back towards the lake. There's a little doghouse outside. Sure.
It sounded like you said dogs that chase bunnies. You're so
Nice.
crazy. You're so wacky.
All right. So you want to go check out the X marks the spot? Is that
Yeah, I
the
think that's what we got to do.
Ignacio? Do you share the clue that you found with the gang about the two-horn conflict?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I think Two Horn Conflict are looking into this tequila taco statue.
Oh, tequila.
All right. You head out to the woods. Of course, y'all would go somewhere that's not in the book, but that's okay. I expect nothing different from this group of people that depicts something that's not listed as an area to explore.
Revenge.
Yeah, take that.
I was prepared, though. You go out to the woods. Do you drive out to the woods or do you walk? Because it's not a far walk.
Oh, we can walk to it from the house.
Yeah, you can walk. It's just right across, basically right across the road. You can see the trees right there.
We got to get our flashlights out and creep along through the brush in a single file line.
It's probably afternoonish. You got there late morning. You've done a lot of investigating, and it's afternoonish.
For some odd reason, a raccoon starts to follow me.
All right.
Roxy will say, no, there's only enough room for one cute animal mascot in this group. You got to go.
And the raccoon looks at you and goes, "Jeez, so touchy," and wanders off. And then just kind of
You
throws
think
this.
this show is rated G, or I would give you one for real good, you little trash panda.
he throws his hands up and goes, "Artists!" and just walks away.
That's right, you better keep moving.
And
Freaking guy with that shit on his face, stuff on his face.
you find yourself bleep, 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 bleep. That's Roxy's monologue. Bleep, bleep, bleep. You wander into the woods and you find a trail. Actually, you're on a trail, and you wander through. And go ahead.
I'm noodling with my base again. Head down, looking at the base. All you see is the hair.
Right.
But I'm managing to not run into anything and follow in this line. No problem.
You always say that, but you never make any noodles.
Stick to the Roxy snacks.
All right. You all are walking along this trail. Tell me if you what's going on. It winds its way around and actually ends up on the lake shore.
Okay.
So you wind your way through the woods and you end up on the lake shore as it's afternoon. What do you find on the lake?
Looking at the lake, I realized we must have taken a wrong turn. The X was in the woods, wasn't it?
Crossing the highway should have been a clue. In retrospect, we should have just skipped the dotted part of the line and just got right to the X.
And you follow the dotted line around through the woods, and the X is pretty close to the lake, actually. And written there it says campground next to the X. Dun dun dun. So it's
there are two pine trees that are kind of leaning over one another at the front entrance to the campground.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm going to use one of my moves, animal senses. Once per episode, I can use my uncanny animal sense, which is hearing, and find a clue. So somewhere within there, guys, do you hear that? There's somebody playing a horn really, really badly and singing that terrible song about mustard and sunshine.
Mustard and sunshine. Nice.
If you're from Louisiana, you know.
Yes.
I would have thought that out of anybody here, you would have been the one to appreciate a song about mustard. We know how you feel about sauce sandwiches.
Yes. So you describe the song, and you use your uncanny senses to find a clue. You describe it to the gang. So you described it as a horn playing a song about
Mustard
and sunshine.
That sunshine mustard song.
The sunshine mustard song.
You are my sunshine with some mustard.
Wow, that's an interesting song, indeed. Everyone, you're kind of in this entrance and to the campground, and you look back and in the mud of the trail that leads back in, from the lake shore back into the woods into this campground. You're counting footprints. There's actually an extra set of footprints. Jinkies, y'all.
I think we were followed.
Zoinks with a Q.
Is there a ghost right in the middle of us?
I saw this in a movie once, the one with the video cameras that were all shaky and it had that witch. We've walked around and we passed this same creek twice.
And you see coming out of the campground, walking out of the campground is Gus, the janitor from the high school, walking out of the campground. And he sees you kids. Hey, what are you kids doing out here?
We're going to Spider-Man him. We're going to point at him and be like, what are you doing out here?
And where'd you get that gum?
I just came to visit my friend Don Knotts and Phyllis Diller. They're here at the campground. They're meeting Dick Clark later.
What?
I don't believe you.
They're here.
Why don't you take us to them then?
Yeah.
Well, sure. I could take you to them. But what are you kids doing out here? I thought you'd be at the high school checking around there for that ghost and the Tiki Taki statue.
Yeah, we want the taco statue.
We're not going anywhere with this ghost. And well, let me tell you, there was a ghost.
Well, you shouldn't be out here then if you're looking for the Tiki Taki and the ghost. They're at the high school. The ghost was there, right? Didn't you say you saw him there? So you shouldn't be out here in the woods.
I'm not looking for no ghost, mister.
We ain't afraid of no ghost.
But if you got some tacos here.
And about that time, a short and dark-haired kind of guy walks up. He's got his khaki pants on and a big black belt, khaki button-down shirt, and he walks. Oh, hello! I have a horrible Don Knotts voice, y'all, so just forgive me. Oh, golly!
Listen, anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Well, golly! We'll say it's Gomer Pyle.
That's not bad.
I can do a better Gomer Pyle than I can do Barty Fife.
Andy, give him my bullet, Andy.
Well, golly! What do we got here? Some kids just wandering around in the woods, huh? Do you know these kids, Gus? And they go back and forth. Yeah, these are the what's your band name again?
Two-horn... dinosaur dump truck.
And everybody's like, at the same time, frustrated that no one can remember your band name ever. Dinosaur Dump Truck. Oh, Dinosaur Dump Truck. Yeah, I thought y'all were Two-Horn Conflict for a moment.
Do I look like those jerks?
This wasn't
Nice
a G
catch.
show. We would show you what for, too.
We cannot beat up Don Knotts. Just to be clear.
It's too wholesome. We can't do that.
Yes, too wholesome.
We can send him some rabbit sprinkles.
And yeah. Rabbit, is that like a rabbit sprinkle bomb, like a glitter bomb? Well, do y'all need a place to stay? Because the campground's wide open.
But it's poo.
And you're just in time for dinner. We're having tacos.
But it's not Tuesday.
We can't stay. We've got to get back to the school because we got to get back and get the so that we can kick off the battle of the bands.
Oh, I thought that was canceled.
No.
Oh,
No,
Mr. Withers said it was canceled. He said we wouldn't need to be there, so we were just going to spend the night at the campground.
Oh, was Mr. Withers here earlier?
Oh, I just heard. Gus said Mr. Withers canceled it.
He changed his mind.
And Gus looks a little nervous. There's a slight tension in the air.
Time for Boris to bow up on him.
I was just gonna say, people have a tendency to change their mind a lot around me, if you know what I mean.
Nice.
Especially if they know what's good for them. Where's your tacos?
All right. Do you all want to move? Do you think you have enough clues here to pursue a suspect? Is that what I'm picking up on? Or is there?
Yeah, I think we have. Well, I think we need to discuss who we think our suspect is.
Yes.
Okay.
So you
we
have a
got
couple of good suspects.
Withers or Gus. Withers or Gus.
I think it was that creepy ass raccoon we saw in the woods. He was wearing a mask.
Mr. Withers is too obvious.
Yeah, this seems like a good way for Gus to sink Mr. Withers' career as revenge for the gum under the desk. It was always about the gum,
Nice.
Yeah.
the smoking gum.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm down with that. I think you're right. I think it is Gus. I think Mr. Withers is clearly a Two-Horn Conflict fan and therefore cannot be trusted to make a fair and impartial judgment. However, I think it's Gus trying to stop the whole thing because of the gum.
Is it possible
Sure.
that this was going to be Mr. Withers' breakout thing Super disappointed he had to cancel it.
He was
And
trying
he's-
to join Two-Horn Conflict.
And Gus is trying to get back at him. That's exactly what it is. But we still need to find the thing.
And we need a plan to get Gus.
We need Roxy to go look under the X. Use your rabbit digging skills. And hopefully it's buried there. But and then we need to hatch a plan to catch Gus.
All right. So investigating a little more then. As you walk through the campground, you do pass the campfire ring, and you notice that there is a freshly disturbed dirt near the campfire ring. And who should be sitting at the campfire but President Jimmy Carter?
Wait, what?
Whoa, 1972. It's Richard Nixon still.
The book says President Jimmy Carter. But
So it's 1978.
whatever. The soon to be President Jimmy Carter.
I'm here from the future. Don't let
Hi,
the
kids.
farm.
I'm here to tell you an important lesson.
What?
Taking a break for peanut farming in Georgia.
What time of day is it?
It's a late afternoon.
You build those houses.
Late
for poor
afternoon?
people.
Yeah.
So he glows slightly.
Yeah, he has a slight glow to him, sure.
He's radioactive. That's what I'm saying.
It's all that peanut.
He's radioactive.
No,
That's your next hit single, right? Radioactive.
no, no.
Woke up the jam.
Imagine, if you will.
Imagine.
If you will. No. All right. So, make sure you eat your vegetables, kids. He gets up and just wanders off.
Well, where are the vegetables?
I'm gonna head over to Jimmy and talk with him a little bit using one of my my special skills, friends in low places. You don't owe anyone an explanation about your conversations. All they need to know is you have friends who owe you a favor. Once per episode, you may contact a criminal connection and obtain a clue.
Okay. All right. So what clue do you want to obtain? Because this isn't something you have to roll for. It's just a clue. So what clue do you get?
We find out who has access to the AV room in the high school, who has the keys to the AV room in the high school, which has the equipment necessary to project the ghost.
Oh, good. Yeah. So, well, yeah, there's a couple of people that would have that. Probably old Principal Withers and the janitor Gus. I have a horrible Jimmy Carter voice too. So.
No, I'm right there.
I heard Gus lost his keys though. So.
Did he check the macaroni?
Macaroni and keys.
Mm-hmm.
So we need a plan to catch Gus in the act so that he can lead us to the statue, right?
So we tell everyone here that it's back on. We get all of them to go back there. We hide out and we catch Gus doing the ghost.
Oh man, I wonder if we could rig up some sort of trap, like a mouse trap.
We could set up a mouse trap right next to where we find the tiki-taki. And then we'll say, hey, somebody found the tiki-taki, and whoever's the suspect will obviously come to look and see.
Yes.
Or we could just leave the ghost alone altogether.
Don't worry, Roxy, there will be plenty of tacos after this is all done. But not until it's all done.
Do y'all investigate the dirt mound?
Yes, because no one would disturb dirt like that.
Right.
Unintentionally. No sane person would do that. All right.
Yep.
Roxy will look. What the hell?
No, that's the old outhouse. No.
Yep. Roxy investigates. Go ahead and roll that investigate then. See what you dig up.
No, probably got a 5.
A 5.
Wow.
What's with the 5s, man?
We're bad
Oh,
at
dang.
investigating.
You dig the hole. Does anyone else want to give Roxy, as you're digging, the dirt gives way and you fall into the hole and hit the bottom, and now you're kind of stuck in the bottom of this hole.
But is it a tunnel that goes into the direction of the school?
It might be.
Well, we
might
brought
be.
our flashlights. We can all hop down and see.
Cross the lake.
It goes under the lake.
Of course it
You have to
does.
swim for part of it.
Maybe it's just across the shore. I don't know.
Who knows where this tunnel might lead? Dun dun dun. It's Cartoon America. This tunnel could lead anywhere.
Just make sure you take that right turn at Albuquerque.
Hey, Chaotic. Thanks for tuning in. Glad to see you here.
How do you think Jimmy Carter got here? He took the tunnels.
He took the tunnels.
That's why, and then he covered it up. He's like Bugs Bunny.
As the rest of you jump in there, anybody else want to, as you're walking through this tunnel, anybody want to be investigating the tunnel or the hole in the ground?
I'm not very good at investigating things. I'm much more better at, say, investigating people, if you know what I mean.
I got you.
Me too.
11.
All right, I got a 8. So an 11 beats out an 8, though.
All right. So, what do you find, Justin? As you're walking through, you stumble across a clue that everyone else stepped over.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Perhaps it is.
I step over a clue, and it's a footprint that's like buried in mud. It is
Ooh.
a clearly defined boot print.
It
Like,
does not belong to Jimmy Carter or Don Knotts.
that's right. It's
like
much.
a work boot.
Yes, a work boot, right? And who wears work boots?
Gus.
Gus.
Leprechauns.
I love the
And
Zoom chat.
leprechauns.
Yeah.
And leprechauns.
And as you guys are heading down the tunnel, you see a flashlight walking towards you, and you hear this just string of one-liners. I can't eat all these. They'll make me go back to my old ways. And once, God, I can't tell that joke because that would go against the tone of the game. Why did I pick Phyllis Diller? It's so hard. Anyway, Phyllis Diller walks by with a plate of tacos in the tunnel. Here, kids, you should have a taco. I can't eat them anymore. They go straight to my hips. There we go. That's a good Phyllis Diller one.
You silly Diller, you. Give me the
Campground's
tacos.
back that way, Phyllis.
Oh, thanks. I got lost looking for Dawn. By the way, do you know whose keys these are? And she has a set of keys as well. I found these in the tunnel. And hands you a set of keys.
They say Gus on them, Phyllis. That should have been a clue.
Well, I'm so old I don't get clues anymore. I barely get anything that I want.
Oh, does that say Gus? I thought it said guess. With question mark.
And yes, so now you have a boot print, a key ring, and some very strong suspicions of Gus.
And tacos.
And tacos. All right, so it is time for the act break it's time to catch the suspect. Dun, 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 dun. So we are going to set up the act 4. Yes. The act for the chase and capture. So, dun, 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 dun. You get back to the high school. Poof. In fact, the tunnel, you're far from your clue cart now. The tunnel does take you to the high school. Some roundabout ways. It goes around the lake, sure. Because you parked your clue cart at Miss Principal Wither's house. Unless you wanted to.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Now, but in cartoon magic, your clue cart's back at the high school. Because that's just the way it happens.
Well, I have a
I can-
feat that allows us to, say, acquire another vehicle should we need one.
Oh,
I can conveniently place the vehicle wherever I want.
oh, that's right. You have that. That's right.
Yeah.
You can do that. Wherever you need it, it can be there. That's right. All right. So, what is your plan to capture Gus?
If we can locate the tiki-taki and then we say somebody found it, he'll come running.
Yeah.
Well, the two-horn conflict has a map to the tiki-taki. Perhaps.
Say what?
Well, they've got like the they've got the cork board, and Tina's definitely smarter than they are. So, I mean, we could always just say they have the map and then put the trap there.
Not so good at making noodles. Though.
That's a good idea, Ignacio. I didn't know you had it in you. What do you think, Justin? You're the leader.
Just find out what kind of sandwiches he likes and put a big cage over it. And when he walks in, whammo, he's trapped.
Yeah, I think Roxy's got it. I think that's exactly what we do. Sandwich in a cage, right? Mousetrap him.
I mean, come on. Who doesn't like
Or
sandwiches?
we could dig punji pits, like tiger traps.
A pit trap? Yeah, you could dig a pit trap.
Why don't we just lock them in the AV closet?
Oh yeah, that's even easier. Just tell them the statue's there and then lock them in.
Exactly. They know that's where the ghost and all the ghost equipment is, so
The what?
Shoot.
There's ghost equipment.
What do you guys say? We get them to chase us into the cafeteria, and then we drop a sheet over them and wrap rope around them.
That sounds good to me.
We can use there's an empty 55-gallon drum of macaroni and cheese we can drop on his head.
There you go. So what we'll do
That will
is-
kill him, but yes.
Oh, it's empty. It's
It's
empty.
empty. It's
Oh,
empty.
it's empty. Okay.
Someone
Perfect.
ate all the macaroni out of it.
Crazy. So yeah. So let's. All right. So here's what we're gonna do, gang. We're gonna get back there. We're gonna start. We're gonna tell everyone that we found the taco. I can't remember
Tequila.
what it was actually named.
Tequila taco.
Yeah, the tequila taco. So we set that up then, so that everyone goes and they're playing. Whoever it is will try and activate the ghost again. We get the ghost to chase us, and then I think they should chase Roxy and Ignacio. And the rest of us will set up in the cafeteria, and we'll catch them with this 55-gallon drum, and then we'll unmask whoever it is.
what we'll do is we'll slather the floor just inside the cafeteria with some of Ignacio's oil, so that when they come in, their feet skitter and they flip out from underneath them. When they drop, we jump on them.
Or we
very
have
clever.
Boris like lay on the ground and roll around a little bit.
Warm freezer stew. Yuck.
All right.
All right. So is that your plan? That's your plan. All right. You have a plan. Are you gonna? Did you want to roll? Hey, here's the plan, gang.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do.
All right.
Got the plan. All right, here we go. All right, guys. It is an 8 + 2. That's a 10. That is 3 holes.
For the rest of the scene. So All right. So you set up in the hallway, and you have the cassette with you, right? And you happen to have a cassette player. Is that part of the plan, is to play the music? Because when the music played earlier, it triggered the ghost.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do.
Okay.
Do it over the intercom and then say, "Yes, we found the tiki taco, and it's in the office." And then we run.
Right. Okay. So you play the music, and sure enough, go ahead.
Wait, it's in the cafeteria, right?
That's where the
Yes.
trap is, but we need him to find us.
It's not in there. It's in here where we are.
Yes.
So, all right. All right. You start.
Hey, make sure y'all swap the tapes back, though. Oh, wait, we'll just have to do it afterward.
Yeah.
Which one's which?
Make sure you don't fuck that up.
It's
on
I'll
you,
just put
Ignacio.
I'll put my own demo tape in there.
There you go.
Hi, I'm Ignacio. Here's my number.
Nice.
All right.
All right. You start play, and the chase ensues through the school. Dun 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 dun.
All right, before we do that, I'm gonna do the montage time as that it goes. It's once per episode. I fire up the band. When I trigger a montage, all characters are gonna get the automatic 10+ on their run, but we must describe our antics as we are chased by said ghost.
Yes, and with the fire and flash and smoke as happened earlier, the ghost appears in the hallway near the office. And Ignacio and Roxy, you see the ghost. Oh no, it's a ghost! And you're gonna run, right?
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, the rest of you are setting up the trap. You hear the chase music start to play in the back of your minds, and
Roxy's
describe.
split in two. Like there's a version of him that has no fur, but a pair of boxer shorts with hearts on it, and then his fur is behind him running at the same time.
Nice. And the chase is on. Ignacio, what are you doing?
They're running. This ghost is chasing after them, and they get towards the front of the building where all the people are starting to congregate for the Battle of the Bands, and they both have to stop and take photos and sign stuff, and the ghost is doing it too after them.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Very nice.
They do a couple buddy shots, shoulder on shoulder.
With the ghost.
With the ghost, yes,
the ghost.
correct.
And Roxy's putting bunny ears behind the ghost's head.
Perfect.
That's perfect. Oh, I love it. At what point do you basically get through the entire school, the gymnasium, the playground? You go down the twisting sliding board, jump off the swings, the whole 9 yards, all the way back into the school.
When we get into the hallway to go into the lunchroom, Roxy will put these hall monitor things, like the little hall monitor,
The sash.
sashes on him and Ignacio. And when the ghost runs up, you're like, hey, dude, where's your pass? Where's your pass?
And
You don't got a pass.
Uh-huh.
Well, you need to go straight in there, mister. Straight in there and out this hallway right now.
And the ghost kind of harumphs and drops his head and shoulders and shuffles towards the cafeteria for detention.
You shall not pass.
Freaking guy with no hall pass. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I don't have one either, Roxy.
Oh, it's all right. It was a trick.
Nice. Nice. And the doors fly open to the hallway, and the ghost comes in, slips on the oil, his feet skitter. You release your trap. And I think that's where you have to roll the get 'em gang.
which is on a 10. So should I use all holds on this, guys?
Yes.
Since Ignacio used the cool skill where y'all didn't have to really roll for running.
And I
Sorry.
That's
and I
cool.
have a +1 that I can roll afterwards if we need it.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Boris
It
is
says
standing. Boris is standing behind the
unmodified.
door, holding the barrel.
Yeah. All right. So I got a 9.
Jam session. Boom, 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 boom.
Yes, laying down that funky bass beat.
Tracks him as he comes in.
He stops and looks for where the music's coming from. Right as he does that, Boris, you drop the barrel over his head, and you have captured a suspect. The ghost is trapped in the barrel. He's wiggling, his arms are stuck. It's very slimy, and he's covered in yellow macaroni cheese.
Take that, you friggin' leprechaun.
But then you realize this isn't a ghost, actually. The whole time you were chasing and being chased by Gus. Why, it's Gus the janitor, and the cloud and smoke was just the dust from his janitor's broom. And he looks at you. What, you kids? What? You've got me trapped in a tin can. What's going on here? What?
I guess this is going to require some interrogation.
What are you talking about?
Do we do the old man Winters move?
Somebody pull on his face.
I think we ask him who he's working for. I think we need to figure out who he's working for first. So I'll use the ascot is so hot and interrogate him. All right.
All right, the ascot is so hot.
I got a 10, so he must answer one of the following questions. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. You only get to ask one question no matter what.
Right.
And it's, who are you working for?
I work for the school, man. Like,
Nope.
I'm just trying to find my keys so I could do my job. Someone stole them from my key ring last week, and then the tiki-taki went missing. And now, ever since, I've just been trying to find my keys. I don't know who it is. I was looking for them in Mr. Winter's office when you guys came and interrupted me earlier.
Stiller. She had your keys and the tacos.
Phyllis Killer had my keys. I wonder where she found them.
In her hips.
Everything goes straight to her hips.
Yeah.
That's where they were.
Nice throwback.
Guess we're gonna have to go cut her open. It's gonna be real awkward.
You pull on his face. It's like, that's my face. What do you think? I'm the ghost? I can't be the ghost. Think
Why
about
can't
it.
you be
I
the
think we
ghost?
should interrogate him.
I was with Two Horn Conflict when the ghost started singing the song. And I was in the office with you, Justin, when the ghost appeared in the hallway. It can't be me.
Maybe. It was your twin brother.
I don't have a twin.
Also, that was tape recorded, so anybody could have done that. And also, the ghost ran away. It never actually touched anybody.
But I was there. I was in the office with Justin when it showed himself. Couldn't have been me. I'm the one that reported the tiki-taki missing.
A clever ruse, perhaps.
Clever.
Let's
Trying
go
to throw
check
suspicion.
the AV. Let's go check the AV room.
Oh, you have my keys. Yes, let's go check the AV room. And end act 3. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that was okay.
Now we're going to the AV room. You get up to the AV room. How do you do the tiptoe? The
Do.
do.
We were definitely rolling the barrel with Gus inside it still.
So he can't run away. Nice.
We roll Gus in the barrel, and then we all walk through the door at the same time.
Nice. All right, and you walk through the door at the same time. What do you find in the AV room? Let's see.
Gus's
There's
twin brother, Lus.
Lust.
Making out with Phyllis Diller because it was their plan the whole time.
She's hiding the ticky-tacky tequila in her hip. Fresh surgery scar.
Nice. Let's see. As I'm looking for something. Hard moves. All right. As you walk in, you see a silhouetted shape sitting at the chair. Looks familiar. The lights are off in the room. You turn the lights on, and who is sitting in the chair?
Philip Sousa.
Philip Sousa.
Stuart from Two Horn Conflict.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
Stuart. All right.
Stay the malt man.
It's actually
Freaking Jimmy Carter.
no. It's
That asshole.
wow.
Roxy, G-rated.
What? I'm talking, donkeys. Donkey holes.
Donkey holes, right?
You look out of the yard. There's a donkey just halfway out of a hole. Yeah.
He's really a nice guy once you get to know him. He's a little stubborn, he can be, but,
He's a very wet donkey standing out in the yard.
Yes, you see Stuart from Two Horn Conflict in the chair. He's got headphones on and a microphone in front of his trombone, and he's laying down a sweet slide bass line for his track. And what do you do? He hasn't noticed you. He's got headphones on. They're pretty loud too.
wait, how did he get in here if the door was locked? There must be maybe there was a secret tunnel in the secret tunnel that leads here.
Or maybe Mr. Withers just let him in here so that they could make sure they got plenty of practice in, while his whole plan was to send us off on this wild goose chase to find this ghost because he was never going to cancel the Battle of the Bands.
He was gonna rig it.
He was just getting us out of the way because we're too good. All of us equally good.
So confused.
And I just kind of give Ignacio a look.
And behind you, you hear a laugh, a dark, ghouly, and you turn around and you see the ghost. There's the ghost. He's behind you. And there's Gus in a barrel.
Slam the door and run the ghost.
You slam the door in the face of the ghost.
Excellent plan.
And
Hear that? Out of sight, out of mind.
and the PA kicks up, and you hear the "You Are My Sunshine" song playing. About that time, Stuart takes his headphones off. He turns around and looks at us. Oh, what are you guys doing here? And why do you?
What are you doing, Stuart?
I was just
Stuart.
I was just laying down my sweet bass line for our new album. What are you doing here?
Wait, did you leave Jezebel alone?
We're looking for the barbecue ribs, and we ain't found no barbecue ribs this whole damn time.
Where are them ribs?
Somebody needs to feed Roxy because I think Roxy's getting hangry.
Yeah. All right.
Somebody
All right,
better
gang,
come
I gotta
off
go.
some ribs real quick, like.
And you hear
I gotta go. I'll head out. Headed towards the door.
a knock at the door.
So is it?
Yes.
It's a ghost.
Yeah.
And Stuart, what? A ghost? And he jumps underneath the mixing board table and pulls the chair in front of him and hides. There is another door that leads out of the sound room if you wanted to run. As the door handle starts jiggling as the ghost is trying to get in.
Oh, I mean, Ignacio's just going out to the van because he knows, Jezebel's alone and he can have some time. And he opens the door and, right to the ghost.
Get your
Oh,
horn.
right!
And the ghost is just as surprised as you are and turns and starts to run. As you look back, Boris is flexing his big muscles behind you. And the chase is on again!
Oh, this time we're chasing them, though.
But this time you are chasing the ghost. That's right. And
Right. Get him,
All right.
Boris.
Who has the
And
highest?
all I can stand, and I can't stand no more. We gotta get this ghost and get them ribs.
all right, you're chasing the ghost. As you run through the school again, are you gonna have a new plan to catch him, split up, and surround him, or use the same plan that you had before?
I mean, we're chasing them, so I mean, I think we have to chase them down and tackle them, or throw
Okay.
something over their head, right?
I'm going to use my ballroom blitz, which is gives me the ability to throw caution to the wind, change the station to punk, and then I turn up the volume. Let's see, and I roll a 5.
Jesus, what is it with the fives with y'all?
He stood in the back and said, "Everyone attack!"
Yeah. He went up that away. That's what Boris says. But you point the wrong direction. The rest of the gang, what happens? You split up. Some of you turn and go the way Boris pointed, and the rest of you go the other way. Who's going which way?
Roxy realizes he's by himself chasing the ghost.
Yes.
Oh
Roxy's all alone. Boris and someone go one way. Justin and the other two people go the other way. And Roxy stays straight down the hallway chasing the ghost.
Yes.
All right.
Off at the pass.
We're gonna pincer them with sheets. All right, so I'll hold the sheet. Tina's got a belt. We're gonna sheet them, belt them. So they're
All right.
sitting there.
Boris.
What I want to do? I want to use my shape changing.
All right, Boris and Ignacio, you find yourself in the gymnasium storeroom. Go ahead, Roxy.
I am going to turn into a rocket, and I'm chasing him down like a rocket. You better run!
All right. Boris and Ignacio, you find yourselves in the gymnasium. An 8. All right.
That means
That you succeed and I tell you what happens. I think 7 to 9 is yes. What do you find in the gymnasium that could be helpful to the chase and capture of the ghost?
A volleyball net?
Sure, a volleyball net. That could be helpful. All right. And you set up your volleyball net trap at the end of a hallway, maybe? Or what? How do you set it up?
We need to direct them towards the blankets that Justin was talking about.
we'd use the volleyball net. So what we'll do is we'll set up at a corner where they have to turn left. It's like a 90-degree turn.
Perfect.
Right. And then when we'll already have it stretched out, but it'll be just inside the corner. So it'll be, they'll be blind to it and they'll run right into it. And then we'll just on roller skates, because they were also in the gym.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
You'll do the limbo routine and spread your legs really wide and slide down underneath the volleyball net that's stretched across the hall.
I was thinking that we would be holding the net on roller skates. So as soon as he caught it, we would start spinning around him real fast. It'd be the dust cloud lines,
Yeah, we'll get roller skates for everyone. Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Nice.
No way
Oh,
it's fast.
and I'm the rocket, but it's a rocket with arms, right? And it's turning the crank to one of those little police sirens, And then, but his mouth is making the sound. That is got to be annoying as hell.
Yeah, but it was funny. All right, as you
Sounds like just like two horns playing.
Exactly.
In fact, behind the rocket are images of two-horn conflict playing a little siren sound.
I got old Jezebel to warm both of them up for me.
And crap, I lost my train of thought.
Takes the corner.
Roxy, you are chasing and you are gaining ground on the ghost, and you kind of block his turn. He has no way to go but to the left, where you see Justin and Tina laying down the blankets as blocking off the turn. And is that how you said you were going to do it? Blocking off the one turn and forcing him the other way? Make sure I'm getting the plan right.
Yep.
I'll let you keep your make the plan from before because it was a good make the plan. And around the corner, he skitters and turns. The ghost looks right into the net and tries to stop, but he does not. He slides right into the volleyball net held by Boris and Ignacio. Justin and Tina, you come in from behind. Roxy, you are still a rocket unless you don't want to be anymore.
Well, until he goes into the trap.
All right, so in that case, you grab him, I guess, right, as the rocket, and put on the final jets. And how about that?
Yeah.
Blast him in, yes. You blast him into the trap. You have the ghost. You catch him up, right? How do you do this? You round him around and around? Is that what you said?
Yeah. It doesn't make sense, but it is what happens.
And
they should run into each other and get caught in their own net. No.
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 We do the over-under trick.
Yes.
Physics.
But you do it so fast that
Just like we practice
looks
for
like
us. Yeah.
A blur.
it's a blur, yeah.
All those years of square dancing paying off.
And you have captured a ghost. Now that you are safe and all back together, you have captured. Follow the rules for captures in Chapter 1.
Follow them. Do it.
Follow the rules. We have to follow the rules.
Oh,
We'll follow him.
Yeah.
Rules are overrated.
They are.
Heard it here first, folks. There are no rules.
That's right.
Chaos reigns.
This has been a lot of fun so far. I've really enjoyed this. Let's see. Where is Chapter 1? Usually that's at the beginning of the book, but
Yes, that's like page 5, maybe.
Are you
Chapter
looking for
one.
Get 'em Gang?
I'm guessing it's Get 'em Gang because we did Get 'em Gang before. Yeah, I guess it's Get 'em
Yes.
Gang. Yeah.
Would this be where we do the Old Man Winters? We don't have a smart
Yeah.
one, so
So we just have to do it was Old Man Winners.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the moves. Yes.
yeah.
the basic
So
moves.
who's the smartest that can actually explain this?
I got it.
I got a +2.
Yep, that would make you the smartest.
That would probably, yeah.
Okay.
I got a -1.
Okay, Roxy, why don't we let's here. I found some more snacks on the way in the gymnasium.
Munching on some tacos. So what happened again? Huh?
All right, so you got to roll intelligence.
All right, here we go. And that is whoa! Oh, one of the dice fell off the. Gotta re-roll it. Okay. Ooh, that would be an 11.
An 11. Okay, you correctly figure out all of the below: who did it, why they did it, and where the treasure is, if there is treasure.
Mr. Withers, because
That's
he
where
was
the
poor
ribs are treasure.
and wanted to be a part of Two Horn Conflict, so he could go hang out with Jezebel and her friends
And Don Knotts.
and Don Knotts.
Hang out with Don Knotts, yeah.
Don
Okay.
Knotts had the tiki-taki in his cabin, and he didn't even realize what it
Yep.
was.
All right, that's where the treasure is. That's the who did it and why they did it. Awesome. So it was. Say that one more time all together. It was
Mr. Withers,
old Principal Withers.
old Principal Withers, trying to join fix the competition so he could join Two Horn Conflict. All right,
Yep.
Mhm.
Two Horn
To
Conflict.
get close
Yeah.
to all those
Teenage
children.
girls.
Yeah, that's it.
And he hid the tiki-taki at Don Knotts' cabin, and Don Knotts didn't have any idea what it was. He's just like, oh, that's a strange statue.
Huh.
I thought that was my Oscar.
He was drinking coffee out of it.
Yeah. The police officer shows up. You unmask the bad guy, and yes, it is Principal Withers. And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and that bunny rabbit. And the arresting officer scoffs.
I'm a rabbit.
So they stole the tiki-taki statue. A tacky decoration. That's all it was. You know, it's not even a magical idol. Kids, you must have been talking to Gus or something. You know, the marching band went to Hawaii a couple of years ago, and they brought this thing back as a souvenir for the school. They keep it in the trophy case. So we'll write Mr. Withers here a ticket for petty larceny, and we'll book him. I have teenagers to threaten now. I ain't got time for tiki statues. Let's go, Mr. Withers. And he takes him. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to go make sure none of them teenagers are smoking the jazz lettuce or riding bicycles.
Yeah.
Doing that premarital sex.
Skateboarding's
Skateboarding's a crime.
Skateboarding's a crime. Yeah. And just then, hey, everybody, it's Casey Kasem! As Casey Kasem makes a cameo appearance. And I don't know what the heck you kids have been doing and going on about, but I know that stealing is wrong. It ain't cool, man. These guys are out here to battle.
It's kind of cool.
These guys are out of the battle, or my vegan butt is walking. Two Horn Conflict, you're disqualified.
You
Dun dun
outta
dun!
All right. The
We
rest.
all jump up and do high fives. Yeah!
Freeze frame.
here. We got
Please,
to
That's right. And now on with the show. And the doors open, the auditorium fills up. The other two bands go before you, the Candy Stripers and what was the name of the other band? The Feel Goods. Yes, the Feel Goods almost put the entire crowd to sleep, singing a love ballad.
Feels
Nobody
good.
likes ballads.
The Candy Stripers are way too poppy and peppy for everyone's. But now it's time for our final act. Dinosaur Dump Truck, take 'em away. And
Roxy immediately starts setting his drum on fire.
Roxy, wait. All right, fine. The
It's
shirt's
supposed to
coming
do
off.
That's the encore move. The encore move.
No,
all right,
starting. We got to
Too
get the
early.
energy up.
I thought that was the appetizer. Wah, wah, wah.
Tina, roll your name and describe the song that you all are playing, and go for it.
Or your name.
What? Oh, who? Me?
Yeah, if the talent is in the game, the player should name and describe the song their character is playing.
Okay.
So you start laying down the bass line to what song that the band is about to play.
It's a song that they've never heard of before. It's something that just came to mind, and I expect that all of these people are going to be able to just improvise with me. And the name of this new song is Funk Up the Jam.
Yeah.
Okay, funk up the jam. Yes, you start playing this funky beat, and it's got kind of a metal riff to it, but it's a low bass, and y'all pick it up, and you're playing, and everybody's kind of getting into it, and people are getting up out of their seats, and everybody loves it. You get done playing the song, there's great applause, and everyone cheers, and they announce the winners of the Battle of the Bands Pacific Northwest Regional Champions, Dinosaur Dump Truck. Congratulations, kids. And here, wait, there's more. This calls for you. And they hand Justin a telephone receiver. It's got a long, stretchy, curly cord on it.
And I have to sing.
No, it's telephone.
I answered the phone. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I answer it. I was thinking "Funk Up the Jam." I was trying to think of lyrics, like I was going to have to sing, and I was like, I'm not ready.
No, I wasn't going to make y'all sing. It says you should, but I'm not going to make
That's
you guys
good
actually
because
sing.
I can't.
And
Merriman.
on the other end, it goes, "Hey, Justin, it's Dick Clark from New York."
Oh, the Mr. Dick Clark.
Why, yes, Justin. And you are Justin Timble, correct? Of the Dinosaur Dump Trucks.
That is correct. We are Dinosaur Dump Truck. Listen to our new single, "Funk Up the Jam."
I just heard it live, man, and you kids are a hit. I want you to come down to Philadelphia and be on American Bandstand. It'll only take a season to get here. Will you take my offer and come play on American Bandstand?
Yes, of course.
Fantastic. Well, I can't wait to see you kids in Philadelphia, and I'll make sure to tell my good friend Casey Kasem that you should be on his top 40 countdown.
Oh, he's here right now.
Oh, great. Well, I'll tell him.
I'll give him the phone.
And Dick Clark and Casey Kasem have a great conversation, and he agrees that you kids are a hit and that you are going to be guest stars with a live broadcast on Casey Kasem's Top 40 this weekend. Not to mention your new hit single that was recorded live here tonight will be played on the Casey Kasem show, Power Hour, the syndicated radio show.
Word.
Congratulations, gang. You won.
Didn't die.
Well, you can't die in Jinkies. That's the great thing about Jinkies. So Gus was a red herring after all.
I knew it the whole time. I knew it was Withers.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious, wasn't it? It was actually whoever y'all wanted it to be. So Jinkies is really great in that there is no preset bad guy. Whoever you choose as the first suspect is a red herring. Whoever you choose as the second suspect is... So, yeah, not to give it all away to those who haven't played, but in this episode, anyway, that's the way this episode was written. It's called I think it was The Legend of the Tiki Taki is the name of the... Yes. Legend of the Tiki Taki is the name of the episode. There are 2 other playable episodes in the book, if y'all are interested in playing more. But it's a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed playing this. Did y'all have fun?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it's
It
great.
was a great
It
time.
was ridiculous. Yeah, it was fun.
It was ridiculous.
I got sort of thrown off once I realized there was other things I could do, so I was trying to read those things really fast.
I
Yeah.
think this is one of those games where the more people you have in it, the more fun it is also.
Yeah, we can have, I think it's up to 7 people in the game. So plus the animator, which makes 8. And I think it can, because you can split the parties up in so many ways. And Act 2 can draw out, and because that's the investigation act, and you could get a lot of clues, a lot of different clues that way. So I really enjoyed it. I'd love to play it again, maybe another Saturday morning, or maybe we do a behind the music version where it's more like Adult Swim. we can have a little
that.
And then
this
then I
group-
can say bad words.
And then we end up taking out the principal at the end. He's like, he's
All
getting off scot-free. Not
Shoot
on
him
our
in
watch.
the face.
Roxy
the principal could-
Animorphs.
yeah.
The principal could be Carl from Aqua Teens.
Yeah.
Or Carl from Llamas with Hats. Oh boy, what a great time. How much fun is that?
I want it over here. I'm gonna be farting blood.
Oh jeez. And afterwards, after the Battle of the Bands, you do go to the Winnemuck Tiki Hut barbecue joint, and Roxy gets all the barbecue ribs that he wants for free because the winner of the Battle of the Bands got free food from the Tiki Hut barbecue joint. So
Better not touch my food, Roxy.
I love the
Last
characters.
time was the last time. You hear me?
How about chat? I see there's some folks. Istrissy's in chat. We had some folks joining us kind of late on there too. Wolf, did you enjoy it? Let us know. You may be lurking. Taco Tuesday 7313. If you're a real person and not a bot. If that's a taco bot, like that would be amazing. It could be that we were using tacos so much that it triggered the
Just
taco.
kept saying it.
Pain-
That's what I like.
Tequila butt.
Yeah. Next time we play, if we do one it's not in the morning, I'm gonna have to make tacos.
Yes. Painfulest.
That's making me hungry. Tacos.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry now too. So it is a little after
Past
lunchtime for us here. Yeah, it's past lunchtime for us. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here for the Saturday morning cartoons on the United Adventure Company channel. Had a ton of fun playing Jinkies. It's a Powered by the Apocalypse game. You can get it at jinkiesrpg.com or drive-thru-rpg. If you enjoyed our music today, it's brought to you by Tabletop Audio. Some great chase scene music. I really enjoyed the chase scene music today. I hope that you all could hear it all. We do still have the contest for the 125 followers, and we've got a holiday week of streams coming up where we might play some more Jinkies. Who knows? We also have a Christmas Eve special that we're going to be doing. I'm back and forth between Tales from the Loop, which I really want to do a Tales from the Loop game on Christmas Eve because there's a Christmas themed game. So if anyone's interested in that, let me know from this group or anybody out there in Chatland. Join our Discord and give us a shout there. What else is going on? I think that's about it. Don't forget us on Wednesday nights. We play Delta Green Impossible Landscapes, where we're finally getting back to the main story after like a month of side questing.
Totally a different tone than this game.
Oh yeah, I think the other end of the spectrum from this game. Tonight, 7:00, tune back in here where we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome Home Campaign Season 2, Episode 9. 2 Wolves in that. LK's in that. Jesse's in that. I'm your Dungeon Master for that one. So some of the same faces here. And then next Saturday, we're back with Horde of the Dragon Queen, where Diamond, who's playing Boris, is in that one. Nathan runs our Delta Green on Wednesday nights. And Starless, who's playing Justin, the leader, tonight, is also in that game. So some familiar faces that you'll see with us all across all the streams that we do, but we can't wait to see you on the next one. This has been a ton of fun. It's Jinkies. Jinkies! This was a lot of fun, gang. Really don't have a great sign off for this one. Anybody have a
Zoinks.
good zoinks? Go around, yeah. Until next.
That's all.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Rabbit tat tat, we're out of here. There you go.